Welcome back, Ghost Samurai of Tsushima. This is your host, Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So, if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation and Xbox. If that is something that intrigues you as well as PC, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, Samurais. All right, man. Holy freaking cow. We got some major topics to talk about today, my samurais. All right. I know yesterday, man, oh man, we had the state of play for some people. The state of play was great. For some people, it was not so good. I know for me, it was underwhelming. I did go into it with low expectations. But obviously at the end, the shocker, which was Ghost of Yotei. Obviously, this is Ghost of Tsushima 2, 300 years after the events of Ghost of Tsushima. And yeah, so Jin's story is pretty much over with now. Now we got a new protagonist called Atsu, if I'm saying her name correctly there. And yeah, 300 years after the events of Ghost of Tsushima. And yeah, I had to rewatch the trailer again to kind of soak it in. I will say graphically, it's definitely not a huge jump over Ghost of Tsushima, at least from Iki Island. But it looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. The colors and everything. Man, I'm just like, wow. You know, after rewatching the trailer in 4K and stuff, because sometimes whenever you're watching the stream, it's a bit more compressed. And you're not able to appreciate like the full quality of everything. But man, I cannot wait to see that, you know, running on the PS5 Pro. That's going to be awesome.
Good morning, son. Let's get hyped.
Morning, man. Morning, Daily Chan. God bless. Early in the AM. It's almost 11 o'clock right now. Thank you so much, Daily Chan, for the support and for you guys, for y'all tremendous support on the channel. Keep going crazy with the likes, guys. It's helping the channel grow more. I cannot thank you guys enough, man. Can't do this without you guys. All right. So blessings. But yeah. I think that was the biggest highlight reel of the state of play. That literally carried the state of play for me. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I love Ghost of Tsushima. I'm a big fan of the Ghost franchise. And I don't know. I think I was disappointed at the fact that I didn't see Jin. But you know, it is what it is, right? New character, new protagonist. Hopefully, there's gonna be something to commemorate Jin in some type of Jim must be calling my name. Jim must be calling my name. But hey, I digress. Hopefully, they can do something to commemorate Jin. You know. In the game. So yeah, man, it definitely looks promising. Thank you so much, Jeffro.
Morning, Marlon. God bless your morning and hope you are having a great morning.
Thank you.
God is good.
God all the time. He's amazing all the time, man. He's amazing. He's the one that's working through you guys to be as awesome as you guys are. So I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm hoping for the best. We're getting a report saying that we're getting more PS5 exclusive games other than what is already confirmed. So we got Ghost of Yotei, we got Death Stranding 2, and let me see.
We will make our own destiny.
Love your channel, bro. Much love from UK.
Oh, shouts to my UK brother, man. Shout outs way over there across the waters, man. Listen, I appreciate that. I really, really, really do, man. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, man. Yeah, so 2025 is looking crazy right now. 2025 is looking crazy right now for PlayStation. I know it sucks, man. It really, really sucks. But I do miss Jin. I really do miss Jin. But hey, it is what it is, man. We gotta pass on the baton now. So right now we have Death Stranding 2, we have Ghost of Yotei, and we have Marathon. And we're getting a report that there's even more stuff planned for 2025 from Sony, which is expected because Sony did say in their last financial earnings call early up in this year that the bigger stuff is for 2025. So, bigger stuff is 2025, and we can expect more.
Digital Foundry just released some PS5 Pro stuff.
Interesting. Yeah, we're going to take a look at all of that later. Thank you so much. So like I was saying, we have more stuff for the PlayStation 5 console in 2025. Death Stranding 2, we should see Death Stranding 2 running on PS5 Pro tomorrow at TGS. And then we also supposed to be getting, more stuff at the Video Game Awards. I don't know. We'll see if they have any, world premieres or anything like that. But yeah, 2025 so far is looking solid for Sony. I mean, Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding 2, Marathon, and obviously maybe Spider-Man 2 DLC if they can actually get that out there. Maybe Blue Point's next game. I mean, Blue Point, has been working on something for at least 2 or 3 years, at least 3 years now. So games that are quote unquote ready to go, possibly maybe Fair Games. I know they mentioned Marathon, but Fair Games could be on the list there. Or it could be, Sony Ben. Sony Ben has a live service game that, they're working on too, I guess in the same universe as Days Gone or whatever the case may be. So we got to look into that as well. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
We will make our own destiny.
What? What?
Don't forget that GTA 6 marketing rights for Sony. Smiley face. Sony might be cooking.
Oh man, you already know, bro. It's a huge possibility. I mean, they had marketing rights for GTA 5. So yeah, it's almost second nature on that. What the heck? Well, here we go. We got some breaking news from Jason Schreier. News: Assassin's Creed Shadows is delayed to February 14, 2025. Hey, you know what? Delay it and make it better, bro. Delay it and make it better.
With all respect, but Death Stranding is overrated.
Death Stranding is overrated. It's not for everybody. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? I'm saying that Assassin's Creed Shadows is delayed until February of next year. Are y'all hearing me? Delayed until Valentine's Day. Oh, man. Well, I was looking forward to that game to play it on the Pro, but okay. Delayed and make it better. Okay. Okay, delayed and make it better, I see. Yeah, man, it sucks, but hey, what can I say? Yeah. And 2025, man, 2025... is pretty stacked. 2025 is pretty stacked right now, in terms of, games in general. I'm expecting delays in 2025, because there are way too many games in 2025. I wish some of those games that are coming out in 2025 could actually come out now in this year. So, the year don't look so unbelievable, but yeah, I think some of that stuff is going to be pushed to 2026. And with GTA 5, I don't even know when Sony is going to be releasing Ghost of Yotei, because honestly, bro, they better not be releasing that anywhere near GTA 6. As much as I'm a huge Ghost of Tsushima fan or huge Ghost fan, listen, man, nothing can touch GTA. Nothing can touch GTA 6. So I'm literally hoping that Sony knows exactly what they're doing and don't release that mug nowhere close to GTA 6, or else it's going to get overshadowed by GTA 6. Nothing is going to stop that game. That game is reconfirmed again for the second time for 2025. So it seems as though that GTA 6 will be gracing our consoles in fall 2025. So we'll see more information on that one for you guys. We're also going to be taking a first report look here on games running on the PS5 Pro. Don't know if you guys were paying attention yesterday when I was reading through all the PS5 Pro enhanced games, like the resolution that these games are going to be upscaled to, frame rate, higher frame rate, better lighting, better reflections, better global illuminations, ray tracing, all that jazz. I did go in depth yesterday. So in case if you missed out on that, we can kind of, go over some of that stuff, but we do have a first look of 7 games, I believe. Sony just put this up, and we want to take a look at that. We're also going to be taking a look at GameSpot. They had a hands-on with the PlayStation 5 Pro as well. So it seems as though that the higher up press are getting hands-on with the Pro. And I don't know what Sony is waiting on right now. We still don't have a price for the 30th, and we're going to talk about pre-orders and stuff like that as well, but we still don't even have friggin' price for the 30th anniversary PS5 Pro, and that thing is going up for sale tomorrow. So if anything, maybe sometime today, I mean, it's still early, it's 11 o'clock, typically they're around the hour post and stuff, so we might get the price for the 30th anniversary for those of you who will be picking it up. So I got some pre-order kind of tips for you guys for tomorrow. I already know you guys are going to be asking me, well, Marlon, are you going to be streaming tomorrow? Of course, God's willing. If he says the same, I will be streaming for you boys. All right. And girls. So my plan is as soon as we know the time, hopefully while I'm working right now, we get the time. Like Sony puts out the time. I don't know what the heck they're waiting on at this point. I hope Sony is updating their website. I'm going to go over all of that stuff in the pre-order segment of the show as well. And also, too, I wanted to highlight a couple things that when it comes to Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei, obviously the franchise will continue after Ghost of Yotei. So that's interesting that we're going to be getting obviously more like other like spin-offs and stuff like that, and at least one movie and things of that nature to kind of keep the Ghost franchise going and such. So yeah, obviously there's going to be more to come after Ghost of Yotei, and we're getting a movie and things of that, which I've knew about the movie. I think it was from the John Wick, the guy that produces John Wick. So yeah, that's going to be really, really crazy when that movie drops. So, yo, there is that one. All right, guys, make sure y'all hit that like button for me. I think Xbox is going to be having their Tokyo Game Show tomorrow. I think starting tomorrow. I think it's going to be at 5 in the morning. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it to that, but I will be up early for those pre-orders. I don't know what time the pre-orders are going to go live. We'll go over that, like I said before, once we get there. So those of you are going to be asking me what time. I don't know specifically yet, but knowing me, I'll probably be an hour, maybe 2 hours beforehand so that we can get everybody in, making sure everybody is ready to go. I know some of you guys have already called in. Maybe some of you guys haven't called in. Maybe you might have your family members trying to help you and stuff like that. But it's going down tomorrow, man. So keep your fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed. I pray for everyone, and I wish everyone the best. All right. So enough with that. Hit that like button for me. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get started here talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro first look. So we have some first look at some of these games. And we're getting a report here. I wish that Sony would have sort of went in depth, with a lot of, these games and stuff, like, hearing from the actual developers, like show like a B-roll or something like that of like a lot of the games, how they're running on the PS5 Pro, and just kind of give us a quick little B-roll, like a minute a piece or something, just so that, people who are generally interested in the Pro can actually pick one up, and with confidence, right? With confidence. Let me say that, with confidence. So let's go ahead and let's transition here on the PlayStation blog. Let's take it away. All right. So as you guys can see here, we're digging into the PlayStation 5 Pro first look. So yeah, Sony typed this up on the PlayStation blog, says first look report PS5 Pro games. So we did go over, a lot of these games and things of that nature yesterday. We read the whole entire thing. In case if some of you guys don't already know, we did read the whole entire thing and kind of give you guys sort of a deep dive, if you may. So it says eyeballs on with 7 games running on PS5 Pro. And Sid Schumann and Kristen Zitani, if I'm saying her last name correctly, it says Kristen, it says, and I got a chance to go eyes on and hands on with PlayStation 5 Pro for the first time. And first impressions are promising, though we didn't have time to fully investigate every one of the games at last week's hands-on event, even as a cursory review of the PS5 Pro enhanced games displayed revealed immediate and noticeable benefits compared to the current PS5 console. It was interesting to see how different studios leveraged PlayStation 5 Pro's advanced hardware. Many PS5 games currently allow players to choose between fidelity and performance modes to cater to players' tastes. Some of the PS5 Pro games we saw seem to combine the benefits of both high fidelity and high performance, taking the experience to another level. So yeah, I guess this is a Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn. They gave it the Horizon Forbidden West look, or graphics, or approach, or touch, apparently. So this is what we're actually hearing here. And it says right here, this, I quote, best of both worlds approach was fully apparent in Horizon Forbidden West so this is Horizon Forbidden West. Yes. Okay. Never mind. So this is Horizon Forbidden West. Yeah, this got the Pro enhancement as well. So Horizon Forbidden West Pro performance mode expected to land on November 7th with the launch of the PS5 Pro, compared to the stock performance mode on PS5, with the extra horsepower afforded by PS5 Pro allows for the same high performance or same high frame rate while massively improving image quality, visual grittiness, in fine environmental details like moss, leaves, and the red stealth bushes is banished. But even some textures and holograms look noticeable cleaner and crisper. The PS5 Pro performance mode, or the Pro performance mode, also benefits the game's volumetric effects, misty sunbeams, where free of distracting shimmers and strobing we notice in the PS5 stock performance mode. Okay, so this is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth here. Sported an impressive PS5 Pro glow up, sporting a high performance and pin sharp presentation in its new enhanced mode, due on November 7th. While exploring the countryside and observe the crystal clear vistas devoid of distracting shimmering and visual noise, particularly in classic trouble spots and far trees and structures. Okay. So they kind of just glazing over everything here. They're talking about what's this? Last of Us Part 2 remastered, give another impressive demonstration of PS5 Pro vision and high fidelity quality, married to the high performance blades of grass, leaves resolve cleanly without any distracting shimmering effects or visual noise. Similarly, Marvel Spider-Man 2 was observed running at both a high frame rate and crisp fidelity mode, resolution and feature set, including its signature ray trace reflections, is wove a gorgeous presentation overall, balancing the small trade-offs to provide the best looking Marvel Spider-Man 2 experience we have seen on PlayStation. Which brings up another topic. Ray tracing has seen a more than 2 times the performance boost on the PS5 Pro. And while not every game leverages this unique technology, we are seeing some very interesting results in early PlayStation 5 Pro testing. Yeah, we did cover a lot of the stuff with Hogwarts Legacy. It says Hogwarts Legacy is taking the unique approach for PS5 Pro, emphasizing ray tracing quality via its new fidelity ray tracing mode due out at the console's launch. Based on what we saw, this new mode provides a big boost to the light-in system by adding ray trace shadows and enhancing ray trace reflections, all while targeting a stable 30 FPS. Seeing your character realistically reflected in a suit of armor is a stunning demonstration of ray tracing's potential, while the upgraded RT shadows bring another visual flourish to an already polished game. Though ray tracing seems to be the main focus for developer Avalanche, said the game's performance mode and fidelity mode will see quality enhancements too. All right, so we did go over GT7 yesterday. It's going to be having an 8K mode, 8K 60 mode there, and it's going to be doing ray tracing and reflections and stuff like that while you're racing and stuff. So we did kind of touch up over that. Right here at the bottom, it says right here, GT7 will also include a optional experimental 8K 60 FPS rendering mode that emphasizes hyper crisp, hyper clean visuals. Yes, you have to have an 8K display. So they're basically telling you if you don't have an 8K display or 8K TV, whatever the case may be, then you're not going to be taking advantage of this experimental mode at all. So yes, you have to have a freaking 8K display. So if you don't have an 8K display, don't even bother looking into 8K at all, because yeah, it's just, you're just not gonna see any difference or anything like that. Obviously they had more games, which we did go over all these games yesterday. Polyphony Digital, Gorilla, Naughty Dog, Insomniac Games, we went over Avalanche Software, Capcom, Electronic Arts, Koei Tecmo Games, Konami. We went over all this stuff yesterday, and man, I was literally blown away. I was like, wow, these are some games that I feel like, especially Alan Wake 4K 60, especially Alan Wake, because a lot of people was running around with the narrative of the fact that, oh yeah, it's going to be playing at 864p and things of that nature. So I'm like, okay, I'm so happy that they actually came out and talk about a lot of this stuff. But for those of you who have not paid attention to yesterday's stream, this is what Sony actually put out after after the state of play. I wish, like I said, they would have incorporated this here. But if you guys want me to reread this, I can for you guys as well, for those of you who actually missed out on it. But it says details on the growing list of titles taking advantage of the console's larger GPU, advanced ray tracing, and AI driven upscaling. So that's all the big three stuff here. And obviously the first one that we do have here is Polyphony Digital. So it seems as though you guys want me to dig back into this. So without further ado, it says, depending on the game and the team, PS5 Pro's hardware can be used to enhance games in a variety of ways. So here's what 14 developers have to say about their titles running on PS5 Pro. Quote, this is actually coming from Polyphony Digital. It says, while Gran Turismo 7 was already able to render in a native 4K, PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution on PS5 Pro is also effective on 4K sources, allowing for even more detail and higher image quality than ever before. Additionally, it says that we are now able to support ray tracing during races, which was previously impossible. This allows not only for car surfaces to show full reflections of other cars, but also for a car to reflect its own parts, greatly enhancing realism and immersion throughout the whole game. Furthermore, Gran Turismo 7 will feature experimental support for 8K 60 FPS output, players will be able to see precisely modeled cars and tracks in an unprecedented detail and clarity with breathtaking sense of presence. Thanks to these cutting-edge developments, Gran Turismo 7 will be able to provide more exciting and visually stunning race experiences than was previously possible. So that's amazing. So we just wrapped up the entire end quote there, the entire quote of from Polyphony Digital. And yeah, this is exciting because, you know, for those of you, so basically the PS5 Pro is a future-proof machine. Right? Future-proof in the sense that, hey, if you do have a 8K TV and there are similar games that are similar to Gran Turismo 7, right? That has some sort of experimental mode, you know, to support 8K. If you do have a 8K TV, then you will be able to take advantage of that. But this is amazing because this is also a big jump over the base PS5 in terms of, you know, the ray tracing, the shadows, the reflections, and car parts, and all this type of stuff. The, you know, the extra, you know, realism and things of that nature. It was already running on the base PS5 at 4K, but with the PlayStation Super Spectral Resolution, it's definitely going to be taking the image quality to a whole nother level. So you're getting higher image quality and things of that nature, you know, with the PlayStation 5 Pro. So not every single game, I'm going to say this again, not every single game you're going to notice a huge jump. Not every single game you're going to notice any huge differences. But, you know, games that, you know, was really not running the best on the base PS5, like the image quality was poor, you're definitely going to see, you know, a difference there. And so, yeah, for my GT boys and girls out there, you know, this is for you guys. All right. So, let's move down to Gorilla, and this is very, very interesting here because, you know, we know that you know, Horizon Forbidden West is PS5 Pro enhanced. I mean, Horizon Forbidden West already looked amazing. Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores looks amazing on the base PS5, and then Horizon Zero Dawn remastered, you know, got the touch-up treatment, and visually they're saying that it looks similar to Horizon Forbidden West. And there's a $10 upgrade for that. And then also, if you take advantage of the play at home promotion that Sony was doing during the pandemic, then you don't have to pay for the game. But if not, then I think you have to pay like $50 or whatever. But yada, yada, yada. Let's dig into Gorilla. All right. So, quote, PlayStation 5 Pro brings a lot of extra horsepower that has allowed us to really push the graphical fidelity while also maintaining the stable high frame rates that we all enjoy so much. It said Horizon Forbidden West. That means you can now enjoy a visual quality that matches or surpasses the quality mode. Are y'all hearing this? The quality mode on the regular PlayStation 5, but now at 60 FPS, double the frame rate. Whoa! That's what I'm talking about. So again, with the extra horsepower and capabilities of PS5 Pro, you're getting double the freaking frame rate. All right. In quality mode. Think about what I'm saying. Quality mode, you were getting 30 FPS. All right. Now you're getting double the frames. Count me the freak in for the PS5 Pro. Okay. So let's continue here. It's also good to point out that the visual quality isn't just about resolution. It's also, now I've said this already, it's obviously not about resolution, right? With a lot of the games and stuff, but it's about so much more. There are many improvements to the Decima engine that are now made possible because of the rendering power of the PlayStation 5 Pro. You will see improvement to the shadows, the depth of field, skin and hair shaders, clouds, God rays, and so much more. It's pure eye candy at race car levels of performance. We hope you enjoyed. So that's crazy within itself. And they said that we're also happy to share that Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered comes with native support for PlayStation 5 Pro. This allows a range of graphical features that have been improved to make use of the power of the PlayStation 5 Pro while also delivering ultra high fidelity at blazing fast frame rates. Holy freaking cow, end quote. Holy freaking cow. So, for those of you who are fans of the Decima engine, for those of you who are fans of Horizon, I really hope that this puts a smile on your face to replay Horizon Forbidden West or to go ahead and pay the $10 to get the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster. If you never played Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm telling you, it is a really, really good game. It's a really, really, really good game. So, yeah, there you go. All right. All right. Let's Naughty freaking dog. All right, let's go. Quote says, we here at Naughty Dog are proud to offer PlayStation 5 Pro updates for both The Last of Us Part 1 and Last of Us Part 2 remastered, ensuring PlayStation 5 Pro players have the most optimized experience for both entries. Each game will offer a new PlayStation 5 Pro specific enhanced rendering mode that takes advantage of improved graphics processing, rendering 1440p, then upscale to 4K via PSSR Super Resolution. This mode maintains the 60 FPS target, offering an ideal balance of frame rate and resolution. Are you guys paying attention? So there you go, man. There you go. Taking the rendering crusty 1440p and then up-resing it to that ultra crispy, beautiful 4K. There you go, man. This is why I told you guys that, PSSR is going to be the heart and soul of the PlayStation 5 Pro. So let's finish reading this, all right, and let's be done with Naughty Dog. So basically, performance and fidelity rendering modes are still available on PlayStation 5 Pro and will provide an even smoother experience than players would see on an original PlayStation 5, as well as a higher frame rate if your display supports it. Whether it will be your first time experiencing these stories or a chance to jump in again, we hope all fans have The Last of Us enjoying the experience. This is an amazing way to play. Yeah. All right. So let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. Insomniac Games, man. All these freaking S-tier plus studios. Insomniac freaking games. This is why I said when it comes to first-party games will truly shine on the PlayStation 5 Pro. It's up to the third-party developers to kind of carry. But I'm telling you guys, when it comes to first party, I love reading stuff like this because I know I can only imagine the newer stuff that's currently in development right now for PS5 and for PS5 Pro. Wow. Let's go ahead. So, quote, this is coming from Insomniac Games. It says, Insomniac Games says, we have released 4 games for PlayStation 5, and we're excited to be enhancing all 4 to take advantage of the new capabilities available to us on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Players of Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Marvel's Spider-Man 2 will find a new default Performance Pro mode, which marries the crisp 4K resolution and ray tracing features of Fidelity mode with the speedy 60 FPS frames per second of performance mode. So there you guys go with that one. Let's end this off. This is what got me excited yesterday. It said, these are incredible, no compromises experiences we know fans will love, and we are excited to spend even more time finding new ways we can leverage PlayStation 5 Pro on both these existing titles and wait for it and future games like Marvel's Wolverine. Oh my God. You see the ray tracing on my claw right now? Oh my God. I can't. Oh my God. Listen. When I saw Marvel, they mentioned Marvel's Wolverine. Oh my God. Listen, I cannot wait to see freaking Wolverine, bro, because I know I know that this game is it's probably gonna be one of those games that make you say, wow. Seeing it on the base PS5 and the PS5 Pro, my God, I cannot. Woo! You already know. With the benefits of the PlayStation 5 Pro, you already know 4K 60 locked. 4K 60 locked. All right. With ray tracing and all the bells and whistles turned on for Marvel's Wolverine. I cannot freaking wait. This is why I told you guys that first party games will truly shine on the Pro, man. It will truly shine on the Pro. Heck, the base PS5 did a great job with Marvel Spider-Man 2, with all the, ray tracing in every single mode and everything like that. I think they did a great job. 120 hertz mode, things of that nature, different performance modes and stuff like that. So, yeah, his stuff is no joke, okay? His stuff is no joke. All right, let's roll, man. Let's roll. Let's stop wasting time, man. All right. So Avalon Software, let's go crazy with it now. So listen to this, man, because this is the game that I think a lot of people was concerned about. Digital Foundry did their analysis, even though they didn't have hands-on with it. But hey, here it is, man. So Hogwarts freaking Legacy, man, says that we are so excited to finally share. We are so excited to finally share that we have upgraded Hogwarts Legacy for PS5 Pro. It says, as soon as we had access to the new console, we have decided to focus our efforts on the following hardware technology pillars. You ready? 1, increased frame rate capabilities. 2, state-of-the-art PSSR upscale image resolution technology. And last, new ray tracing features. Sounds familiar, right? Sounds like the big 3. All right, let's dig into this bad boy. It says, with the increased performance capabilities, we were able to raise the quality of our performance and fidelity visual modes without compromising player experience. Players will be able to experience crisper, richer, higher resolution graphics, leveraging PSSR on all visual modes. The additional GPU performance power allowed us to revamp our fidelity ray tracing visual mode to present the game in a new light. Players will notice new visual reflections and ray traced shadows in all the environments. That's crazy. Okay. So from the gorgeous indoor reflections around the Hogwarts Castle Great Hall and its classrooms, and the detailed shadows around Hogsmeade shops, and the rich water reflections around the Black Lake, to the mysterious shadows around the Forbidden Forest, Hogwarts Legacy continues to show that magic is everywhere. Holy freaking cow. End quote. Man. Oh man. Oh man. Boy. I think one of the biggest highlight reels here, let's move on to Capcom. I think one of the biggest highlight reels here for Capcom, obviously here is Dragon's Dogma 2. This is a game that was struggling on the base PS5, and obviously they're thrilled, and they're happy, with how Sony's been working with them with this. And so Dragon's Dogma 2 will benefit from the power of the PlayStation 5 Pro, PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, and also add a new ray tracing technology, allowing improve frame rate. So this is awesome to actually hear. We didn't get any deep resolution or kind of full breakdown, but the fact that they're actually talking about PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution and the new ray tracing technology that allows them to improve the frame rate. So that's really cool there. All right, now this one got me hyped right here because I really love Resident Evil Village, played it from start to finish, love Resident Evil 7. Love pretty much all the Resident Evil games at this point. This is the highlight reel for a lot of people. This is what have a lot of people going crazy on Twitter. All right, let's big this up on screen so you guys can see it. All right, so quote, for Resident Evil Village, listen to this. Are y'all paying attention? Quote, for Resident Evil Village, we added 120 FPS gameplay to provide the best possible user experience on PlayStation 5 Pro. Thanks to this major performance boost, the unique and memorable cast of characters looks even more realistic, adding greatly to the scare factor, and the action scenes have more punch than ever before. The beautiful, haunting world of Resident Evil Village uses the power of the PlayStation 5 Pro ultra high resolution technology painting vividly realistic picture that allows for the highest sense of immersion. Whoa. If that didn't whoa you, then I don't know what the heck is you waiting on. All right, let's finish this off. So Resident Evil 4 is a survival horror game with a ton of gameplay variety built around the concept, quote, survival is just the beginning, end quote, on PlayStation 5 Pro. The game runs at a higher frame rate, making the dynamic action even more intense. Resident Evil 4 also uses the power of the PlayStation 5 for ultra high resolution technology, painting vividly realistic imagery, brimming with detailed environments and more natural and beautiful visual effects than ever before. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Wow. Yes, for those of you who are going to be replaying Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 4, you're going to be in for a treat with the PlayStation 5 Pro. All right. So hopefully I'm helping you guys make a decision. I know this is not gameplay, but hey, this is very, very exciting hearing from the freaking developers. Okay. So let's go down. So we're talking about Dragon Age Veilguard here, and they're basically saying that they're excited and they wanted to lean into power that the PS5 Pro unlocks for players, whether you love the deep progression, strategic combat, or diving into the lore of Dragon Age. We immediately noticed the improved experience with the PlayStation 5 Pro. The game's fidelity and performance modes will both see improvements on the actual hardware. So if you're excited about Dragon Age Veilguard, then obviously there you go. You will immediately hear this. You will immediately notice the improved experience with the PlayStation 5 Pro. The game's fidelity and performance mode will both see improvements on the hardware, including improved resolution in 30 FPS fidelity and 60 FPS performance mode. Additionally, there will be various improved visual settings across 30 FPS fidelity and 60 FPS performance mode. So yeah, that gets me. That gets me, yeah. For somebody that's looking forward to Dragon Age the Veilguard, yeah, this gets me very, very interested into playing it on the PlayStation 5 Pro. So the team at BioWare is proud of how immersed players will be when they enter the beautiful world of TEDAS. So basically with the upgraded image quality thanks to Sony's new AI-based upscalers PSSR, says we have enabled ray trace ambient occlusion RTAO in the 60 FPS performance mode with previously was only available on the base PS5 with 30 FPS fidelity mode. Says our engineers have been thrilled to push the boundaries of what's possible with the new hardware, and partnering with SIE has allowed us to deliver an even more enhanced version of Star Wars Jedi Survivor for PlayStation 5 Pro. In quality mode, we offer our highest ever console resolution at 2160p. At the same time, performance mode continues to deliver a solid 60 FPS, but now with higher resolutions and the added visual depth of ray tracing for reflections and ambient occlusion. The new PSSR upscaling ensures a sharper visual experience in both modes. Performance mode on PS5 Pro is my new favorite way to play Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Oh my God. Oh, I can't wait for you to play it. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. So Koei Tecmo says, we are happy to bring you new way to experience Rise of the Ronin with PS5 Pro. He says, not only there is a responsive katana action at high frame rate, but you can walk through the beautiful redemptions. Listen. Yo, this is crazy. We're actually hearing this. Not too much detail on Rise of the Ronin, but Rise of the Ronin was a really, really good game from start to finish. And shouts to my Ronins out there, my solo samurais out there, you know what I'm saying? My samurais without no masters, you know what I'm saying? My solo samurais, my Ronin warriors out there. Yo, shout outs, man. Shout outs. Konami didn't really kind of go into much. They're just talking about PSSR technology allows for the trees and the lush vegetations and the game's iconic jungle terrain to be more vivid and enhance the sense of realism of infiltrated through the natural environments. Additional, we are able to deliver a smoother gameplay experience with better frame rates throughout the entire game. So that's it for that game. And yeah, this is First Descendant. Here, for those of you who care about First Descendant, it says in the First Descendant, it said we put significant effort into expanding the ray tracing feature by leveraging the PS5 Pro's superior GPU performance and enhanced ray tracing architecture. As a result, we said we have achieved more lifelike and natural lighting and shadow effects compared to the standard PS5. Additionally, by utilizing the PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, so we're able to deliver higher resolution and better image quality. We are also currently working on enabling FSR 3.1 frame generation to provide improved frame rate. And also, we hope that players of the First Descendant will enjoy enhanced gameplay experience with superior image quality and frame rate through PS5 Pro. Let's go.
Marlon MGS and Silence Hill running on the Pro. Blue Heart.
Oh man,
fire,
can't wait.
fire,
Can't
fire,
wait.
fire,
Can't wait.
fire,
Can't wait. Can't wait.
fire,
Can't wait.
fire,
Fire, fire, fire, fire, fire, fire, fire. Hey, say it. Fire, fire. Come on.
Fire,
Fire.
thermometer.
Hey, thermometer, fire, thermometer, fire, 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 fire. Let's get it. For all those naysayers that was talking about Alan Wake 2, let's get it popping, man. So we're hearing directly from Remedy right now how this joint is going to be performing. So this is for my people out there that's talking about Alan Wake 2. All right. So here it is. It says, quote, our graphics engineers at Remedy have greatly enjoyed improving Alan Wake 2 for the PlayStation 5 Pro together with the team at Sony Interactive. With a game like Alan Wake 2, where the mood and environmental storytelling are essential, bringing ray tracing to the game as a brand new feature adds another layer of immersion. Says we have also used the additional power of the PlayStation 5 Pro to improve, listen to this, to improve the visuals and effects in the 60 FPS performance mode. We have went on ahead and opted the freaking output resolution to 4K. So they said where they actually had the chance to up the freaking resolution to 4K. So now you're getting 4K and you're getting better improved visuals and effects in 60 FPS, making the experience look even better than before. Holy freaking cow. Whoa. Man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So 4K, 60 FPS experience. That's crazy for Alan Wake 2. Considering there are a lot of PCs right now, man, that's nuts. All right, that is freaking nuts. I'm gonna say that again. It says we also use the additional power of PlayStation 5 Pro to improve the visuals and effects in the 60 FPS performance mode, where we have opted the output resolution to 4K, making the experience look even better than before, end quote. Wow. This is from Shift Up when it comes to Stellar Blade. Quote, with PS5 Pro, players will be able to enjoy Stellar Blade in 4K resolution at 50 FPS or more. Are y'all paying attention? You will be able to play Stellar Blade at 4K resolution. All right, at 50 FPS or more. Count me the freak in, with smoother gameplay, and you will notice an improvement in grain and detail in the game in PSSR upscale mode. Plus, listen to this, the HFR, which is the high frame rate option, all right, is supported, allowing you to enjoy a fluid gaming experience at 80 FPS. 120 hertz display support required. Man. Wow. Wow. Man, listen. if you're still on the fence, I understand. Maybe you want to see hardcore gameplay, but hearing directly from the freaking developers and publishers gets me excited. Oh man, Final Fantasy VII. Whoa man, this got delayed. Obviously, that got delayed. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows got delayed and everything. But man, oh my God, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is now able to evolve to the next level. Oh my God. By utilizing the new architecture and superior hardware power of PS5 Pro. The new enhanced mode developed especially for the PlayStation 5 Pro combined the characteristics of the existing performance mode and graphics mode to offer players new visual experience. Specifically, enhanced mode runs at a frame rate of 60 FPS and supports PSSR to achieve a resolution on par with that of graphics mode. What? Mode names under development and subject to change. Are y'all hearing this right now? Oh my God, have mercy. Man. Listen. I cannot wait to finish up Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on PlayStation 5 Pro. Said these visual enhancements result in an even richer rendering for all aspects of the game, including the world, the combat, and the cutscenes. What? Taking player immersion even further. We invite you to experience an even more thrilling, even more beautiful Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with PlayStation 5 Pro. Oh my God, have mercy. Yeah, even the Crew Motorfest, you know what I mean, was obviously patched with the PlayStation 5 Pro in mind. All right, so you're gonna see the power and new features of the PlayStation 5 Pro. We added the opportunity to push visual settings and details even further, sharper, cleaner image quality thanks to PSSR, with more objects on screen. Are y'all hearing my man, the GOAT, the legend, Mark Cerny is coming through here again. Remember when Mark Cerny said, hey, listen, you're gonna get more objects or more characters or more detail and stuff like that in the environments and stuff. You're gonna have more NPCs walking around. This is crazy. You're hearing it right here from Ubisoft. You see what I'm saying? This is crazy. All right, so you're gonna get more objects on screen, decals, vegetations, crowds, all running at 60 FPS on the Crew Motorfest. All combined, we think we found the most intense way to experience the game. Biscuit Cow. This is crazy right now. This is crazy. And they talked about PlayStation 5, the advanced haptic feedback of the DualSense controller, faster loading times and stuff like that. That's why I didn't read the top part because, it had nothing. It's just talking about, the base PS5 and stuff like that. But, man, obviously Assassin's Creed Shadows, got delayed. Don't know if you guys know, but yeah, it got pushed back till February of next year. And obviously, with Assassin's Creed Shadows, leveraging the increased ray tracing capabilities of PlayStation 5 Pro, Assassin's Creed Shadows will exhibit an enhanced ray tracing global illumination technology thanks to the PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, and combined with more powerful GPU, players will see improved rendering systems and increased photorealism and immersion of the game. As players explore feudal Japan, they can expect improved environments, ambience, and atmosphere, as well as more detail up close and at a distance. Holy freaking cow. With PlayStation 5 Pro, players will be able to experience a visually stunning game that fully immerses them in the 16th century Japan, end quote. Oh my God. That's it. I just read y'all the whole entire book of the Bible. There it is, man. There it is. I gave y'all the deep dive. I'm happy to do this. I love to read. I love to talk about, new tech. I love to talk about these games, PS5 Pro. So I hope me reading this has helped you in your decision to either make a decision on pre-ordering the PS5 Pro tomorrow, or maybe you might say, okay, this sounds pretty good, but I still want to see gameplay. That's all fine and dandy. But I hope that this kind of helped you, some kind of way. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Yeah. Let's move. Bro, Ghost of Yotei. After rewatching this trailer, my God, in 4K, yes. And just so you guys know, this takes place more than 300 years after the events of Ghost of Tsushima. So this is a brand new protagonist and everything like that. This is a whole new legend of wearing the ghost mask and stuff like that. And I'm just, this is Sucker Punch, man. This is Sucker Punch. This is Sucker Punch. It said this is also Sucker Punch's first game built from the ground up for PlayStation 5. And we are excited to build on the visual foundations we established in Ghost of Tsushima by making the world feel even more real. Oh my God. We have the massive sight lines that let you look far across the environment, the whole new skies featuring twinkling stars and yo, this is crazy. The grass, the wind, the vegetations, and improvements we'll share in the future. Our new setting also gives us the opportunity to introduce new mechanics, gameplay improvements, and even new weapons. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Like, I can't wait. She kind of remind me of Yuna. I don't know if you guys remember Yuna in Ghost of Tsushima. You know, I think Yuna and Jin kind of had something going there. I think Yuna and Jin, I could see them, having a kid together or something like that. But man, my God, look, just Mount Yotei. I mean, this looks incredible. I mean, I can't wait to see this running on Pro. This is day one for me on Pro. I think they're going to be doing what they did with Ghost of Tsushima back in the day, back in 2016 when they showed it off. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, this is going to be a huge selling point for the PlayStation 5 Pro as well, because I mean, just look at the grassland, man. Look at the lighting and the reflections, and this is crazy. This is crazy, man. 1603, guys. 1603. Good Lord. 1603. Man. Yeah, this looks incredible, man. Look at this, man. Look how. And that's one of the things that I really appreciated about Ghost of Tsushima was just how beautiful the grassland looked, the flowers, the colors, the color palette, like the light and the reflections, the weather system in the game. I mean, it was just beautiful. The wind blowing and leaves blowing, and it's extraordinary. And you're seeing a lot of that DNA. Obviously, it's Tsushima, but man, this is just a beautiful game, man. Look at this, man. This is, bro. Oh my God. As far as the eye can see right now, like, it looks so good. Like, man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's one thing I give Sucker Punch, man. They really know how to utilize hardware and push. Like, look at this, man. God dang, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. At first, I was kind of upset, man, at the fact that no Jin. I love Jin, man. That's my dude right there. Jin is literally a legend at this point. Getting us started with the Ghost saga. But it's okay. New protagonist, new story, and Jin story is over with. That's fine. I'm as long as they build up on the mechanics and the gameplay and the graphics and the overall package, the sound and the story is as good as the base Ghost of Tsushima with Jin, as good as Atsu's story is as good as Jin's story, I'm in. So can't wait for this, man. Can't wait, man. Look at this. A lot of people have it to say that this is Jin reincarnated. I don't think so. A lot of people have it to say, oh, you're gonna have a wolf companion and this and that. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, it looks good. It definitely looks good, man. The leaves, the colors, man, it looks really good. It looks good. You know, look at that, man. Oh my God. Oh, hey, you know what? I'm hoping that they improve on the standoffs. I did like standoffs and stuff like that where you have to hold a button to, you know, and you know, you can unlock even more abilities to be able to get like 3 enemies at a time and stuff like that. I hope, you know, maybe they can do something interesting with standoffs in Ghost of Yotei. But we'll see. We'll definitely see, man. Maybe better side missions. I know some people were kind of complaining about some of the side missions and stuff. But I can't. I don't know if they're going to be doing a multiplayer component to this as well. That's something that I really wanted to highlight with you guys, because let me tell you all this, man. Years ago, and this is why I said that Sony have some very good DNA for multiplayer. Years ago, when we were playing, you know, 4 years ago to date, we were playing Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that, and we had members on the channel. We all played Ghost Legends, you know what I mean? And Legends, it was so good because we were all talking, and this was around the pandemic time. Don't know if you guys remember on the channel. We were talking and stuff to the subs, and we were all having a good time playing Legends. Legends was so friggin' good. So I'm really hoping that, you know, Ghost of Yotei can actually build up on Legends. You know, we can have some multiplayer. And yeah, fully flushed out $70 product with multiplayer and improving up on Jin's story. Count me in. All right, let's go ahead and let's move on to our next topic at hand. And then we're going to go watch that hands-on video with GameSpot afterwards. But let's check this out. And then we have some other stuff that we need to cover. So let's check this out. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Give the show a thumbs up, man, if you do appreciate the content. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Super chats are welcome at any point of the show. Let's talk about these games, these exclusives. More is coming. You want more? More is coming. All right. So let's talk about these PS5 games here. And then we're going to transition to the hands-on with the Pro here. So here we go. And then we're going to talk about pre-orders and things of that nature. Okay. So this is coming from PlayStationLifestyle.net from my man Shinobi602. Check this out. So basically, more unannounced PS5 exclusives coming in 2025, Insider suggests. So that's crazy. All right, because we already know about Marathon. All right, we know about Ghost of Yotei and Death Stranding 2. So what is going to be the next game is anybody's guess at this point. So it said in the latest tease comes from recent era Shinobi602, who was one of the first ones to hint at a surprise release in 2025, which turned out to be Ghost of Yotei. Now, in exchange on the forum, Shinobi602 posted a GIF suggesting that there is more to come. Previously, another known insider, Nate the Hate, hinted the same, teasing that 2025 might be, listen to this, 2025 might be PS5's best year in terms of content. You doggone right it's going to be the best doggone year, because Sony have already said that the bigger stuff, the sequels, you know, the sequels to your Spider-Man, your God of Wars, and Wolverine, and all these type of games is in 2025. So yes, 2025 is looking promising, looking probably one of the best years of the PlayStation 5 generation. There's a lot of games on the horizon right now. I told you guys that there's a lot of games currently in development right now. You got Fire Sprite working on a crazy photorealistic horror type experience. A lot of people are thinking it's Until Dawn 2. You got Sony Ben Also, they're working on a open world live service type of game. Apparently, you got Blue Point Games, which is they've been working on something brand new. It's not a remake, not a remaster, something brand new altogether. Naughty Dog, we know Naughty Dog is hard at work on their next. They got multiple stuff they dealing with. You also have Sucker Punch, which obviously Sucker Punch showed off Ghosts of Yotei there, so that's good. You know, from the first party standpoint there. And yeah, you know, you got a lot of these studios, man, that are currently hard at work. You got Housemarque as well. Don't know what they're working on. But I know they're working on something. I know some people are like Returnal 2. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll find out soon enough. And then Marvel's Wolverine. And then we're also hearing Insomniac is working on multiple stuff. Marvel's Wolverine. Let's hope Spider-Man 2 DLC. I'm not giving up hope on Spider-Man 2 DLC. And a Venom game apparently supposed to be coming out not next year, but the year after or something like that. So there's tons of games. The bigger stuff that people, and then Santa Monica. Let's not forget about Sony Santa Monica here. Sony Santa Monica, Corey Barlog, you know, creative director for God of War 2018 and also co-directed Ragnarok. You know, he's working on something too as well. Plus, too, there's hints about another God of War game in development. So there's tons of stuff. Plus, we heard about God of War 1 and 2 being remastered, if that's even a thing, to kind of get, you know, kind of build hype and kind of get people excited. So, yeah, man. But as it sits right now, you know, Ghosts of Yotei, Death Stranding 2, and Marathon are all confirmed right now. Releases for 2025. So if you're hyped for those, you know, then there you guys go on that one. Obviously, this says additionally, Blue Point Games has been working on a mystery IP non-Bloodborne project. Yeah, get Bloodborne out of your heads. It's just not going to happen. Now, what I will hope to find out is if I can pop in Bloodborne into my PS5 Pro and there's some sort of enhancement there. That will be so cool. But we'll see, considering that we heard about the PS5 Pro Game Boost mode for PS4 games and things of that nature. So we will see, but it would be really, really nice. Oh, that would be such a game changer to be able to play games like Bloodborne and Red Dead and all these other games, man, and just, you know, getting a much more crisper, you know, higher frame rate image. I mean, you know, higher image quality on the resolution, maybe more frames, whatever. I don't know how they're going to do this. Maybe they might work closely with developers on that, but we'll see. They haven't specified anything about PS5 Pro Game Boost or anything like that, but there you go. All right. Now, let's go ahead and let's move on to pre-orders. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. PS5 Pro pre-orders. Attention. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Let's get it popping. So let's talk about this, man. So it is going down tomorrow. It's going down tomorrow. So the base, the you know, the non-30th anniversary PS5 will be up for PS5 Pro will be up for pre-order tomorrow, and then the 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 Pro is going up. Let me tell y'all, in case if you don't already know, there's only 12,300 units of the 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 Pro. It seems as though, like I said before, Sony have mentioned on the PlayStation blog that you need to have a PlayStation account, all right, in order to purchase one. And it's going to be one per household. So if you think you're going to go in here and try to get a whole bunch of PS5 Pro 30th anniversary or whatever, think again. One per household. Make sure you start scrambling now. Don't be like the skit that I showed y'all the other day. PS5 Pro, PS5 Pro, F5, F5, F5. Oh my God, it's sold out. Don't be that guy. Start buckling up and preparing yourself. I'm giving y'all a 24-hour heads up. For those of you who want the 30th anniversary, make sure, for those of you who want the regular PS5 Pro, make sure you go on PlayStation Direct right now. Find your password, log in, make sure you got your payment information ready to go. There's no time to itch, okay? It's time to go straight forward, hit the gas and go. You see what I'm saying? Because you ain't got time to be scrambling tomorrow. So yeah, pre-orders go live tomorrow. I'm assuming tomorrow morning. We don't have the said time from Sony yet. But hopefully we get the price of the 30th anniversary PS5 Pro limited edition. Let me tell y'all something right now. It ain't fixing to be cheap. It ain't fixing to be cheap. So make sure you got your money ready to go. Because they're saying that, people are just saying that it's going to be either $1,000 or over $1,000. Either way, scalpers are going to have their way with that 30th anniversary edition. It's going to go for ridiculous prices on eBay. Tomorrow, I'm just going to be laughing so hard when we check eBay, because you're going to see these ridiculous prices. I mean, the highest that I've seen right now, the friggin' console ain't even up for pre-order yet. But people are saying, oh, I'll attempt to buy you a PlayStation 5 Pro 30th anniversary. No, sir. Attempt? Hello? Attempt to buy me one for $10,000? No, I'll attempt to buy it myself for $10,000. I'm not fixing to give you $10,000 is life-changing money for me. I'm not fixing to take $10,000 and give it to you to attempt. Because guess what, buddy? If this person attempt to not get you that PS5 Pro 30th anniversary, guess who's going to feel it? You going to feel it, because at the end of the day, if you take that person to court, they're going to say, the judge is going to be like, hey, I'm going to throw out this case because the person already told you that it's not a guarantee. Attempt. All right. They were going to attempt. So there go your $10,000. Okay. So if I were you, I will try to do the best that I can on PlayStation Direct tomorrow. Get it yourself. Don't ask nobody to attempt for you, or else they're going to take your money. All right? Buy it yourself. Or ask somebody, family member, whoever it is, to open up a tab here and there to try to help you, or whatever the case may be. Don't make nobody attempt nothing. Controllers, I'm expecting the controllers to be sold out and stuff like that. Those are cheaper stuff. The PS Portal might be sold out as well. I mean, it might still be there. I mean, we don't know. But yeah, so prepare yourselves, guys, for tomorrow. If I do get any time frames or anything like that exactly on when, I'll try to update you guys on that. But yes, I will be live tomorrow, maybe an hour before the pre-orders do go live, maybe 2 hours before the pre-orders go live, just so that we can bring everything in. And such. So there it is. Just wanted to go over that. Make sure you guys vote on the poll at the top right hand corner of the screen. If you are going to be picking up the PlayStation 5 Pro as well. So, all right, let's move along. Let's stop wasting time. Let's talk about GameSpot. So GameSpot seems to have hands-on with PlayStation 5 Pro. And so we're going to be going over that. Hit that like button for your boy. Hit that share button. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Let's get it popping. All right, so here we go. We want to hear what the big dogs have to say. All right, here we go.
My name is Jana Choa, and I'm joined by Jordan Ramey, and we checked out the PS5 Pro. Jordan, you got more hands-on time. What did you think of your time with the PS5 Pro?
It surprised me. I'm not like a huge tech person, numbers guy, so it was one of those things where when the developers are like, this is how much the PS5 Pro does things so much better, it was kind of like, oh, those numbers are going in one ear and out the other, but I can't really visualize exactly what that means. So it was really cool to actually sit down with the console and see a comparison. It's like, this is what the game looks like on the original PS5 performance. Here's what it looks like on the PS5 Pro, and there is a noticeable difference. Not with every game that we saw and that we were interacting with and playing with, but there were a few games that I was like, there is definitely a noticeable detail difference. It's kind of like playing the game in both the performance mode and the more visual fidelity mode.
Jordan, we checked out, I believe it was Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and then Horizon Zero Dawn. Out of those, where did you notice the most difference with the PS5 Pro?
Definitely Final Fantasy Rebirth. It wasn't even close. Not to say that the other games had no improvements whatsoever.
So they're saying the biggest improvement is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth out of all of them. Let me back that up again.
Definitely Final Fantasy Rebirth. It wasn't even close. Not to say that the other games had no improvements whatsoever, but it was definitely one of those things that when looking at Spider-Man or Ratchet and Clank or things of that nature, it was like, oh, the details, the differences, I was noticing them when the game was primarily not in motion, where it's like, oh, the confetti in Ratchet and Clank, like it's more detailed. I can see individual parts. The cannon that shoots them out is more explosive. In Spider-Man, I can see a little bit further away. I can see individual towers on the horizon and individual words on billboards from a further distance. With Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, there were those changes as well, but you could definitely see more of those adjustments as the game was in motion. Cutscenes, combat, things of that nature. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's a completely different game. Like if you played Rebirth once, you should play it again to see how different it is. But it definitely was one of those things that looking at them like, oh, as someone who has not completed Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, this is the way that I would prefer to play through the entire experience on the PS5 Pro. It just looks so much better.
Wow.
Yeah, I noticed a sticking point that the developers were pointing out to the both of us is how much more of the pores you can see on all the characters.
Wow.
Specifically, Barrett looked very much more impressive, like his facial structure, the wrinkles, the pores, the facial hair, and the stubble. Gameplay-wise, it felt pretty solid, right?
Yeah. It's one of those things that's always hard to tell. Like these games already look so pretty already. They already run so well in performance mode. That's very difficult to notice the small changes in motion. But you can definitely see like the particle effects are a little bit clearer when characters are moving. There's just a little bit more detail, a little bit less tearing and smudging between the animations. It's just crisper. Like I said before, it's getting the benefits of the performance mode with the visual fidelity of fidelity mode, which is just a lot better on games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
It seemed like a lot of the developers were very happy to be able to show off the gameplay uncompromised, because a lot of folks, I don't know how you play, Jordan, but I'll generally try and stick to get to 60 FPS as much as possible, and I'll compromise some of that visual fidelity. But now it seems like a lot of people that have had to compromise don't have to do that anymore. And the developers that we all chatted to, they seemed very pleased the whole day with how the game was looking, how the game was running. If you didn't have a PS5 right now, would you pick up the PS5 Pro upon launch?
I'd be very tempted, I think, to pick up the Pro if I didn't have a original PS5. For those who already have a PS5, I don't think that upgrade is necessarily worth it. Is such a dirty way of phrasing it, but it's a $700 console, and your games still, I think, will run just fine in performance mode on the original PS5. Pulling from the few like snippets of conversation that we had, like with people from PlayStation who were there in attendance at the event, like they were kind of going into the fact that developers are always trying to like push the envelope to go as far as they can, and that's quote unquote easier to do like on a PC, where the technology is there to be upgraded to go further and faster. Consoles, you're kind of limited to exactly what the hardware is. No one's buying a PS5 and breaking it open being like, what can I add to like improve this? So you kind of get what you get. The PS5 Pro is clearly going to allow developers to push the envelope a little bit more. And I think that we're going to see instances down the line where like, even though the PS5 Pro can currently play a game in like both performance and visual fidelity mode, quote unquote, at the same time, I think we are going to eventually see games where it's like, oh, now we're able to push this so far that like the new benchmark for performance mode is going to be higher. I'm not a developer. I can't say this is going to happen for sure, but I just feel in my bones that's the direction we're going.
At the event, we were also able to see the 30th anniversary collection for the PS5 Pro, and as I was saying that the $700 price tag is a tough pill to swallow, seeing that special edition console in person made me think about pulling out the wallet then and there.
It's such a pretty console.
Yeah.
I wish I hadn't seen it in person.
I'm the same. Like I know that Sony is very, very good when it comes to their
Some
the
pretty
production
money.
quality of the actual console
Pretty
itself,
money.
and all the peripherals.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I
myself
got a
have
package.
Never really
Get the
thought about
likes
picking
up.
up
Get the
a
likes
PS
up.
Portal, but seeing the 30th anniversary edition of the PS Portal was very tempting. Same thing with the DualSense Edge. I'm completely fine with the base DualSense. The DualSense Edge with the little embossed cross, square, triangle,
the
circle.
color face buttons. Ah.
Yeah. And also hearing that the 12,000 limited edition models, it's that specific number because it is the anniversary date. I'm not a collector, but I can see myself wanting to get this specific thing because PlayStation was one of the first consoles I grew up with. And, oh gosh, that seeing the colored face buttons, Jordan.
I feel like we're kind of in agreement, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it definitely feels like this is a console that, like, if you desperately want it, I see no reason to dissuade you from giving into that impulse and going ahead and buying it. But as someone who already has a PS5 and feels like it works just fine and will continue to work just fine with all of the first-party games that Sony has on the horizon, I'm in no desire to upgrade right now.
He said, Marlon, I'm pissed off that they delayed Assassin's Creed Shadows to release on... Yep, I know. What are you going to do? Let me hear back what this guy was saying. Hold on.
Feels like it works just fine and will continue to
Oh,
work just fine with
Jesus.
Even further beyond!
What's up, Marlon? Hey, First Lady, can you look into my username and check why my messages aren't being shown in the chat? I can't even super chat or gift memberships. Thank you.
Okay, Gifted Gamer. I'll take a look at it today. All right? I'll take a look at it today. Thank you.
all of the first-party games that Sony has on the horizon. I'm in no desire to upgrade right now, and I don't think I'll even have a desire to upgrade within the next year or two. I mean, we'll see. I can't speak for what's going to be going on in 2026. But for now, this kind of feels like something that it's cool to possibly have, but I don't need it.
Yeah, full agreement with you, Jordan. It's someone in our specific shoes and our circumstances, I don't feel the immediate need to upgrade. Also because I play a lot of my games on PC, but I understand that PC gaming is still a new ecosystem for a lot of people and can be very intimidating, understandably so. And that's and $700 is an easier price tag than, say, building out a whole custom PC to run everything.
100%.
So I can see if you don't have a PS5 or you don't quite want to explore getting into the PC gaming space, that a PS5 Pro is like a good investment for you if you are a console gamer. Thank you, Jordan, and thank you for watching, everyone at home. We'll see you next time.
That's why I keep telling y'all, everybody has different use cases. For some people, they think that, hey, you know what? It's not worth it, because they play on PC or whatever the case may be. Everybody has different use cases. Some people think, hey, it's worth the upgrade. Some people think I'm fine with my base PS5. Like, to each their own. Some people are going to wait on the PlayStation 6, until the PlayStation 6 comes out. So, I mean, hey, there you go. The biggest improvements. You heard it right there from GameSpot. The biggest improvements. And I felt like the guy was being honest, on how he felt about the Pro. He said the biggest improvement was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth out of all the games. And I saw it with my own two eyes when we were watching it from Digital Foundry. And I was like, man, you could definitely tell the difference. So, yeah, there you go, man. There you go. There you go. No, and it's all subjective. You know what I mean? And like I said, some people play their games on PC. Some people play their games on console. Now, if you are somebody that games just strictly on console and you are a super hardcore fan and you want more frame rate, you want, sharper resolution, things of that nature, then the Pro is for you. If you are just a casual gamer, you're a PlayStation fan, but you're a casual gamer and you don't care about, all this extra bells and whistles, then the Pro is not for you. And you're perfectly fine with your base PS5 because I've seen what the base PS5 can do. You see what I'm saying? So, everybody have their own use cases. Hey, not because it ain't for them, doesn't mean it ain't for you. You know what I mean? So you got to decide what's best for your use case. Like I said earlier, when I was reading through everything, is every single game gonna really blow you away in terms of improvements? No, but you're going to appreciate the ray tracing. You're going to appreciate the depth of field and, reflections being better, shadows being better, sharper image quality, higher frame rate. And it really comes down to what these developers are going to be able to do out of the Pro. You see what I'm saying? So there's that, man. There's that one. I believe you guys were mentioning something to do with Digital Foundry or something like that. I don't know what Digital Foundry is actually saying, but yeah, I mean, this is, I'm really happy that I was able to check out GameSpot and hear what they're actually saying and stuff like that. But yeah, let's they had hands-on. Oh, of course. No, that's an hour. We're not about to sit here for an hour with that. We're not about to sit here for a whole hour. We're not about to sit here for a whole hour watching this. But I guess maybe we could skip through some of these games like Dragon's Dogma. Maybe we could, take a listen to like each game individually, well. But I'm not fixing to go through sit through a whole hour with this.
Excellent. Well, let's move on to the final game in the roundup here. And it's the game that we really kind of want to see the most enhancements with, because there's kind of flaws in both, well, what can you say, CPU bottlenecks, GPU bottlenecks. Dragon's Dogma 2 is an immensely demanding game. Mm-hmm. How far have they managed to push it with PS5 Pro? I've seen your B-roll, but it's quite selective. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious what your hands-on impressions were. It certainly looks good.
Yeah, so here, the idea that I was able to glean from the developers is the idea is basically to have that same visual feature set as PS5, but rendered out with PSSR to 4K, which is just as we speculated based on like that 3 seconds of footage that didn't have those obvious checkerboarding artifacts. So that is a validation of what we saw last week. But this is a kind of interesting example, and I think I put it towards the end here because it's not very typical of the upgrades that we saw today or that we saw last week. Because there is some sort of interaction, I think, possibly between the PSSR and the RTGI, where it kind of breaks, and there's a lot of disocclusion issues in and around the RTGI presentation. It looked very weird. On base PS5, it didn't look 100% perfect. I think there's pretty clearly some screen space element to that RTGI. There is some breakup, but in the PS5 Pro version, it did look a lot worse. But it also looked very much like the RTGI. Like, it didn't look like that old solution they had with the kind of more primitive GI solution that they have when you turn off the RTGI. So for sure it was, I think, RTGI, but just not looking quite right. They did mention that the PSSR gives them more detail than the old checkerboarding solution they had. And image quality did look pretty good outside of that aforementioned issue with RTGI. I counted out a few shots based on the footage they provided, and it looks like 1080p-ish internally. So that's like a 2 times upscale to 4K using PSSR. It looked pretty good here. But one highlight here that I think we did note based off of the footage that they provided, and also I did see this in person, is that it was running very, very well relative to my expectations.
Wow.
Maybe not very well in an absolute sense.
Wow.
But very well relative to my expectations.
Hey, man, you guys have to pause real quick. You guys have to understand that Dragon's Dogma 2 is already a beast on PC already. You know what I'm saying? Let alone on these base consoles. This is what I'm saying. As long as there's some sort of improvement with the game, like he mentioned, yeah, the artifacts with the PSSR, obviously there's some artifacts issues there, whatever. Obviously that stuff can be patched and fixed, not a deal breaker, but the fact that the image quality is better and the performance is better, that's good enough for me. You see what I'm saying? If you are somebody that's sitting there saying, oh, you know, already all this stuff is still early. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff is still early right now. They can patch and fix all of that. But if you're sitting there saying, oh, well, I might as well just get a PC. Well, go build a PC, or I might just continue playing on PC. Do that. But this is really impressive stuff, you know, for the PlayStation 5 Pro, considering the CPU is the same and there is some noticeable improvements. Like that's all that matters at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Is that there is improvements.
The hands-on with Pro and DF is incredible. Devs are in vid also. Best Pro vid I've seen. Here's the link if you like.
No, this is what we're watching. This is what we're watching. Mark, we're watching the same video. We're watching the same video. Thank you.
I feel like it was maybe in the 50s. It felt very stable. Again, relative to what I have experienced on PS5, which is more like in the 30s and maybe low 40s in that area. And we do have a short segment of city gameplay that we were able to track with our tools based off of that capture that we were provided.
Whoa! Wait, hold up. If I remember correctly, oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold on. This is crazy. How much, wasn't it 30 FPS on the base console? It was 30 FPS. It was dropping below 30 FPS on the base console. And now we're almost at 60 FPS. Oh my God. I had to pause real quick. On the y'all don't remember? On the base console, it was locked at 30 frames. But in certain instances, it would drop all the way down to like 20 something FPS or something. I'm pretty sure they have patched it since then. But good God Almighty, 53 FPS? Wow. So it was locked at launch. Yeah. But my whole thing is isn't it still 30 FPS on the base PS5 right now? It's still 30 FPS. Like it's still 30 FPS. So that's crazy. That he says, I can't believe you are sitting here defending a $700 console without a disk drive on except. Hold on, pause. Hold on. We gonna get back to the video. I gotta address this right quick. Who is defending the PlayStation 5 Pro? Who mentioned anything about a disk drive? Like, who is defending the PS5 Pro without a disk drive? Who is talking about that? We're analyzing and looking at what Digital Foundry is saying based on these games that we're gonna. Who the heck in their right mind is sitting here defending this? The choice is yours. I've said this over and over and over again, and I'm gonna say it one last friggin' time. Sony should have included the disk drive in the box, or have a separate model, right, available for you to buy. They should have had two different models. But the fact of the matter is this: most of you guys who are sitting here freaking complaining, oh, there's no disk drive, you play your games digitally. They're going off of data that 80% of you guys, 70 to 80% of you guys play your games digitally only. So most of y'all that are crying about no disk drive, this shouldn't really appeal to you because you don't play your games physically. So regardless of the point, nobody is forcing you to buy the Pro. I'm going to say this one last friggin' time. You don't have to buy the Pro. If you are looking at it and be like, oh, well, Sony didn't include a disk drive. Listen, don't buy it. If the disc drive not being included in the box for $700 is a turnoff, don't buy it. Wait for a sale. Nobody is defending anything. It's simple math. It's simple math. Simple equation. You don't have to freaking buy it. Plain and simple. It's not going to change. You whining and complaining about a disc drive not being in the box is not going to change the reality. The reality is, if you want the Pro, there's the Pro without the doggone disc drive. If you want the disc drive, there is an option to buy the disc drive. Yes, they should have included it, but they did not. And majority of you guys have to understand that. What do you think is going to happen with the PlayStation 6? Like, this is a sign of what's going to happen in the future. So you can sit there and say whatever you want. The fact that we do have the option, that is a pro. The only con here is that, yes, they should have added a separate SKU for those of you who wanted the disc drive. And even if they would have added the disc drive, you would have still been complaining. You would have still been complaining. You know what I did? Let me show you what I did. Let me show you exactly what I did. Yeah, it sucked that it didn't come with the disc drive, but you know what? Look at all them physical games I got back there. You know what? I didn't let that stop me. I didn't let it stop me because, hey, I'm a hardcore fan. Hey, I'm tired of playing these games in fuzzy freaking resolution. I'm tired of playing these games with FPS all over the freaking place. I'm tired of these 30 FPS games. So you know what I did? I went on ahead and I went to I ordered this from Best Buy. Listen, I don't have time for foolishness. You know, hey, you know what? I'm preparing myself for the Pro. Hey, you know what? It didn't come with the disc drive. It's all good. Here we go. No problem. There it is. Problem solved. I ain't whining and complaining. Ordered it from Best Buy. There it is. Yeah, because I want to have the option to be able to play this bad boy physically. Problem solved. Case closed. So again, like I said, I'm going to say it one last time. Nobody is forcing you to buy the friggin' PS5 Pro.
Indeed, running that's like a 2 times upscale to 4K using PSSR looked pretty good here. But one highlight here that I think we did note based off of the footage that they provided, and also I did see this in person, is that it was running very, very well relative to my expectations. Maybe not very well in an absolute sense, but very well relative to my expectations. Because in that city area, it did feel like it was maybe in the 50s. It felt very stable, again, relative to what I have experienced on PS5, which is more like in the 30s and maybe low 40s in that area. And we do have a short segment of city gameplay that we were able to track with our tools based off of that capture that we were provided. And it does indeed run in the 50s. It's not the most intense area of the city, but for sure here, it definitely, again,
Let them say whatever they want, Marlon. When Sony drops that exclusive GTA 6 60 FPS only on the Pro, they'll find those $700 somewhere. Lol.
Hey, man, you know, to each their own, bro. All I'm saying is nobody is defending anything. Hey, you don't want to buy the Pro? Don't buy it. Don't buy it. The Pro is not for you. Don't buy it. Go build yourself a PC. And guess what? Guess what, buddy? Guess what? Does a PC come with a disc drive for $3,000, for $2,000, for $1,000, for $1,500, for $1,200, for $1,100, for $800, for $900? No, it does not come with a disc drive. You're playing all your games digitally on PC. So go on, go buy your PC. Go on, go build your PC for $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000. Nobody freaking cares. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's your money. Do whatever the heck you want to do with it. If you want to sit there and say, hey, you know what? This ain't for me. That's fine. You see what I'm saying? That's completely fine. When GTA 6 comes out, it ain't coming out day one for PC. So you're going to be waiting. That's fine. That's completely fine. It ain't going to affect me one way or the other. What you do with your money is what you do with your money. It has nothing to do with me. I don't give a doggone. I don't care. So, yeah, there's that.
It was not running with VRR, so I was able to see this more readily by eye. But this is kind of within that PS5 VRR window potentially, even at 60 hertz output. although they do have 120 hertz output with VR at the moment, so that should also look quite nice there.
Whoa,
But
wait, what?
overall,
Wait,
in the
wait.
50s, it's not the most intense area of the city, but for sure here, it definitely, again, was not running with VRR, so I was able to see this more readily by eye.
Oh my God.
But this is kind of within that PS5 VRR window, potentially, even at 60 hertz output, although they do have 120 hertz output with VR at the moment, so that should also look quite nice there.
Oh my
But
God.
overall, interesting upgrade. I think with Dragon's Dogma and some of these Capcom titles, they do tend to put less emphasis on frame rate consistency.
Yep.
And here I think you're seeing a game that is like very clearly unlocked in typical play still, but is possibly running a good deal better than the base PS5, and also is resolving possibly in the end, again, maybe not in this showing, but a cleaner and more detailed image with
Sold.
PSSR here.
Sold.
Because the old checkerboarding solution was like not ideal, especially on the Xbox consoles, where as of the last time I looked at it, it was not looking quite right even still.
Sold.
So yeah, I think it does look a lot better than that checkerboarding solution they had before, which is like maybe not quite the bee's knees in terms of image reconstruction anymore. PSSR is definitely doing a better job.
Sold.
Good stuff. There has been a patch recently. We've not yet looked at the console side of things to see what the improvements are yet. So I'm wondering the extent to which we're looking at Pro improvements. And in the city area, you'd expect them to be using the extra CPU power,
Hopefully.
10% or whatever.
Yeah.
And that would presumably be compounded with the whatever optimizations they've included in this patch. But I've got to say, I thought it looked great, based on the B-roll at least. Yeah. So let's move on. Let's try and round everything up here because...
all right. So let's see. What other game? Horizon. Let's see Horizon.
But do you want to move on? What are we looking at next? I guess everybody really wants to know what Guerrilla Games are going to be doing with PlayStation 5 Pro. And obviously, right from the reveal, we saw Horizon Forbidden West. And this one was curious because when we looked at the clips, we couldn't actually hammer down exactly what it is they were doing. So I'm wondering if we've got, dare I say it, clarity there.
We do have some clarity. They have a new anti-aliasing and reconstruction method that isn't PSSR and isn't checkerboarding either. And it looks very, very impressive in my view. We had the old PS5 code and the PS5 Pro code running side by side, and you know, they were able to point out a lot of areas where the old 1800p checkerboard was like breaking apart, especially on elements like foliage and little grass bits and blades, and it just kind of was a little bit messy there with the checkerboarding. Or certain like fine details in the image, like he showed me a wall of computer screens that was like super artifacty and ugly on the base PS5, and that was resolved perfectly in the PS5 Pro. With the new method, they were able to get everything looking very nice, at full resolution, very, very smooth, very, very detailed. I actually have some matched footage here with the old performance mode and the old fidelity mode. And the new PS5 performance mode is just so stable, relatively speaking. It's really impressive. Looks very natural, I would say, a little bit on the softer side. There is a slight tendency to blur some foliage elements together, but it's very free of aliasing. I would say it's probably the best image quality in show, to be honest. What I saw, like it holds up really nicely on a close range there. They mentioned that the upsampling solution they have here is being developed for future titles, but they were able to backport it back to Forbidden West, so that could indicate what they might be planning to do in the future. In terms of resolution numbers, I was able to get res counts on camera cuts and cutscenes of about 1440p or so. I saw 1584p is the highest number there. They contend, which I agree with, that this new performance mode on the PS5, which is running at 60 FPS with these additional visual features, I should mention, it is a 60 FPS mode, that it's preferable visually to their old fidelity mode. And they discussed their kind of goals
it looks sharper on the Pro.
And we kind of discussed how cameras naturally have a bit of sharpness fall towards the edges.
Dang. Look, I mean, you could see that it's not a huge difference, but you can see the sharpness and the crispness of the PS5 Pro. But yeah, it's not a huge difference or anything like that. I'm looking at it right now with my own two eyes. Yeah, it's not a huge I mean, this game already looked amazing to begin with. But yeah, I mean, you could see on the base PS5 on the performance mode, like, yeah, it's not smooth at all. And in resolution mode looks better, but yeah, PS5 Pro just kind of, yeah, brings out those highlights and stuff like less anti-aliasing and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah.
And the human eye isn't necessarily resolving a ton of local contrast in a lot of real life scenarios. Possibly John will be a little bit unhappy with that.
Oh yeah, I know, gamer.
It
I know.
does lack that really
I talked about it earlier
look of the original TAA that we had in Horizon, that very light touch TAA. But the image is so stable and it looks so good here. I think the trade-off is very much worth it. They will also offer a quality mode that basically takes that rendering setup and just renders the game out much more often at a full 4K.
At what time do
And I actually had a chat
tomorrow?
with Mikhail
We don't know
Vanderloo,
yet.
technical director at Gorilla, and Roderick Vanderseen, the world lighting atmosphere.
Sony haven't mentioned the time yet, which is very strange. They have not mentioned the time yet or the price. You know, like I said earlier, I will let you guys know once we get information on that.
Spherically at Gorilla, and they kind of laid out their philosophy for the PS5 Pro mode selection, I thought, in a really interesting way.
We've been really focusing on getting the highest image quality out of 60 Hz. I mean, we've been profiling to that. We've been looking at all of the image quality improvements to that mode. We will name the mode slightly different in the patch that comes out, but we will leave all of the 3 modes in. We will, when a PS5 Pro is detected, it will inform you that there's new modes available, and it will default to this new mode. But we also don't want to take choice away from people. And I think especially like the enthusiast public, they want to see for themselves if they're running at 30 Hz, if the internal resolution might be a little bit higher, if that gives them something that they want. So we won't take choice away.
Man, Burning Shores. Oh my God. Listen, bro. Listen. If you have not played Burning, I don't even know. Let me say this real quick. I don't even know how much better this is gonna look on PS5 Pro, because on the base PS5, I'm man, you guys know me, I'm straightforward. It looked incredible. I mean, Burning Shores was that game when I saw it, I was like, okay, yeah, this is current generation. You know what I mean? Like, this is a step up from last generation, a big step up. I mean, my God. So I can only imagine how much better this is going to look on the PS5 Pro, because I'm telling y'all right now, Burning Shores looked amazing. Probably, if not the best looking game of this generation, next to Hellblade 2. And man, this is just a work of art, man. Gorilla, man, crazy.
60 Hz mode, because image quality is really good and it's really, really fast and buttery smooth. Friends don't let friends play with 30 Hz games.
So yeah, and then there's also, of course, some details that I thought were interesting, in that Mark Cerny name-checked some things about the PlayStation 5 Pro implementation, where he said that they had improved lighting and visual effects and hair and skin, and Gorilla were able to clarify this for me as well.
Yeah, so for the Pro, we were able to increase the filtering of shadows on forward-rendered objects like skin, like hair.
God dang, this game looks... I can't lie, bro. Like, man, Horizon Forbidden West, oh my God, man. I mean, the game already looked amazing on the PS. Bro, this is like next level. Like, I mean, this looks so freaking good.
So yeah, and then there's also, of course, some details that I thought were interesting, in that Mark Cerny name-checked some things about the PlayStation 5 Pro implementation, where he said that they had improved lighting and visual effects and hair and skin, and Gorilla were able to clarify this for me as well.
Yeah, so for the Pro, we were able to increase the filtering of shadows on forward-rendered objects like skin, like hair. For the lighting, we increased the sampling quality on the volumetrics, which means that we don't get a lot of the jittering anymore that we get from that we get on the base PS5. The solution that we have, of course, is that we render volumetrics up to 2 kilometers, and there's compromises that you need to make. For Pro, we could just increase the quality of the sampling. Another thing that we were able to improve in the performance mode is to use full res forward rendering, as opposed to with the checkerboard 60 solution on base, where we had to use half res. So these are things that you will see.
Game looks
very clear improvements.
And one last thing here is they did emphasize to me that the PlayStation 5 Pro has arrived at some point in the PS5 lifecycle here. and that if it had possibly arrived a little bit closer to the launch of Forbidden West, they would have done something a little bit more ambitious, a little bit more interesting. I think what they've done here is very compelling. But certainly when they talked about possibly that additional GPU power being leveraged for other purposes, possibly the additional ray tracing on hand, that power being leveraged for other purposes in other titles.
Man,
but for now, like that,
it's not a huge difference, man, but it's just like the extra stuff, like he just talking about, like the lighting and shadows and reflections and the extra sharpness and crispness. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, it's not a huge difference, but my God, man. God, I mean, Forbidden West was already one of the best looking games on the PS5. And I just seeing the game again, bro, just kind of hit it for me right there. Like, I'm like, man, that game looked so freaking good. It's been a while now since I played it, but God, man.
Image quality improvement is just massive here. It's really, really compelling. Looks really, really good. And I was very satisfied to see that improvement in person, because I think in the footage that we had earlier,
Killzone would have been good.
This is a 4K checkerboard. They kind of give me half marks.
He says, I actually can't wait to see Horizon Remaster. I know.
We had kind of speculated, like, yeah, it looks nicer, but, we only had a very limited variety of footage to look at. When you're actually looking at it in person, when you're actually able to put it through the paces and, like, challenging content, you really do see, like, wow, this is a really, really high-quality upsampling solution that's really resolving a lot of detail.
Wow.
And is just very, very clean and temporally stable.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. So there you have it. That's for Horizon. Wow. The game already looked amazing already. Demon Souls. Demon Souls, I'm curious to know what they changed with Demon Souls. I mean, we looked at Dragon's Dogma. Let's see here. Yeah. Hogwarts. Yeah. Let me hear about Hogwarts.
Okay, so I guess the next title we need to talk about is Hogwarts Legacy. Now, this one was a game that was highlighted in the Mark Cerny presentation. We couldn't quite get a full grip on it, on what it was actually doing. Obviously, there was going to be enhanced ray tracing effects there. There's the classic shot of the Hogwarts hall there, which people have been comparing to various different systems, including high-end PC. So I'm assuming that with insights from the developer, we've got a much better understanding of what's going on here.
Yeah, so basically that kind of key mode, I would say that 30 FPS.
Look at the reflection. Oh my God.
FPS mode that they have been showing off is their Fidelity RT mode. So that has RT reflections and RT shadows, like was earmarked in the Cerny presentation. But they have laid out a number of interesting improvements here. Like the RT reflections have improved resolution relative to the PS5 version. For the RT shadows, I have not looked at the PC version in too much detail here, but on PS5,
my God,
they get very impressively diffuse at a far distance. They look very, very realistic. They said they're using some sort of checkerboard solution to reconstruct the RT shadows there. There weren't super clean results in all circumstances. Like I was going through a cave with a light basically attached to the player, and there was some breakup in those kind of close range shadows with that really close light source there. But there weren't any signs of like the weird kind of screen space issues we thought that we saw in the preview footage. And there is a very nice fall off to the shadows when you actually get a light that's hitting an object, and then that light is falling off very realistically as it gets more distant and more distant. Here, all the modes they do have are using PSSR instead of the old technique, which was Unreal's TAA plus FSR1. And in addition to that ray tracing mode, that fidelity ray tracing mode, they also have a standard fidelity mode that is targeting a higher resolution without the use of ray tracing techniques. And they have a performance mode as well. So basically the same lineup as base PS5, but with more fidelity here. There was a bit of image breakup when I was entering new rooms, but I suspect that's mostly from the RT here. The PSSR resolve actually looked pretty good in this title. And they also mentioned that the performance mode now uses some of the settings from the old fidelity modes that should be enhanced a little bit. And I was actually able to speak to Jose Valletta, who's the technical director for Hogwarts Legacy, and he had some interesting things to say about the PS5 Pro's hardware, its ray tracing capabilities, and how it enabled them to use more substantial ray tracing in their game.
First thing on the PS5 base, we couldn't include RT shadows. That was available on our PC title, so we had now the opportunity to include that on the Pro version. By bringing that, you bring in a level of detail that we never see before on the PS5. On the shadows are more sharper, more accurate. You can actually do more far away content on it, so you can see more details around of objects get projected on those shadows. For the PS5 Pro, we double the resolution on the screen percentage that we use for the reflections. Also, there is the BVH management on the PS5 Pro. It's much faster on it than the base, so that can give us a capability to collect objects are more farther out and have more accurate representation when you do make a reflection.
So yeah, I think overall, Hogwarts Legacy, definitely a highlight here. Improved ray tracing, PSRs improving image quality. All around, it seems like a worthwhile upgrade. And yeah, in person, actually looking at it, it did look more impressive than I would say it did in the footage that we were sampled. Even in the new footage that we're running here that we were sampled, I think it looked really, really, really nice in person. And those additional ray tracing settings, including the enhanced RT reflections, which are more distant, the enhanced RT shadows, I think it does add up to make a game that actually does look quite a bit better than it does on base PS5 here.
Interesting. Yeah, it's quite interesting to see that the approach to different modes is varying quite dramatically between different developers here. I guess we should talk more about that later.
Yes.
But let's move on to the next game.
Wow. Well, definitely it seemed like they're using RT mode at 30 FPS here. But I would definitely want to see how it would look at 60 frames, without RT, in the fidelity mode or whatnot. Because RT, obviously, you already know, even for PC, bugs down, frame rate and stuff like that. But yeah, this is crazy, man. I can't wait to see more on Hogwarts Legacy and stuff. I already know GT7 is gonna look good. Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, that's it. Demon Souls. Demon Souls already looked amazing, but let me see.
Next game, Demon Souls, PlayStation 5 launch title, rightly celebrated as a simply superb game.
Absolutely.
I dimly recall that it had a 4K 30 quality mode and a 1440p 60 performance mode.
That's correct.
What have we got for the 5 Pro?
So here, and I just wanted to say right off the bat, that looking at Demon Souls in 2024, it's a remarkable highlight on the PlayStation 5. But here, it's very much like Tilu, where there's a Pro mode, and then there's the old cinematic mode, basically their equivalent of a fidelity mode or a quality mode. They called it a cinematic mode at 4K 30, and the old performance mode. So you get the new modes, or rather the new mode, and
Hi, Marlon just came in. Did you hear AC Shadows got delayed till February 2025?
Yes, I did talk about it. I did talk about it at the beginning of the show. Yes. Yep. Sucks. And also it's going to be PS5 Pro enhanced, but yeah, we got to wait, Chloe. We got to wait. Yes, I heard about it from Jason Schreier at the beginning of the show. I talked about it. Yeah, it sucks.
Old modes here, just like with Tilo. And the cinematic and performance modes are the exact same as they were before. The Pro mode is clearly resolving an image that perceptually looks very 4K, I would say. It looks pretty 4K. It's a little soft, but it does hold up well, even at very close range on a 4K set. They didn't confirm any numbers or details to me on the upscaling solution potentially in use or the resolutions. They were a little tight-lipped about that, but it's resolving a good amount of detail. And the image quality was quite good, although Demon Souls is a bit of a lower contrast game, especially in the Boletaria area that they were showing me. So it is a little bit more favorable. But they also did show us some footage of kind of a big boss fight, a couple big boss fights here. And they also look very good, even though they're higher contrast and they have more challenging content like fire. It does look very, very good. But I'd also say that Demon Souls is perhaps the game that we saw at the showcase that was the least in need of an upgrade on PS5 Pro.
Yeah.
Because it looks so good on PS5, and in a normal viewing distance, I think that 1440p 60 performance mode is actually a real highlight. I think it looks really, really good on base PS5, even still today. They also have one new visual feature, or new-ish visual feature, which is they have a new contact shadow system on the Pro, which looked very good. But if you go back to that PS5 version, they had screen space shadows on kind of these bits of rock and stone inside like castle areas. And this looks very similar, but it's a lot more detailed. I did see some screen space artifacts. They wouldn't comment on this, but I did see some screen space artifacts in that solution. So I think it's like a screen space shadowing solution, but just with a very high level of detail here. So it looks quite nice. And it did provide a good amount of additional definition. Again, I can't show this to you, but just imagine this footage, it's just looking a lot more detailed than in this footage, basically, with more of those kind of fine shadow details around the edges of the rock faces and the stones, and it looked quite compelling there. So they are doing something beyond that base enhancement. Obviously, this is an almost 4-year-old game now, so maybe expecting the universe in terms of a PS5 Pro upgrade was not necessarily in the cards, but also it does look substantially better on PS5 Pro, and it's a very, very good looking visual experience. So I'd say this is definitely definitely a solid implementation for sure here as well.
Nice. Yeah. Like I said, man, this is listening to all this stuff. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Digital Foundry. Full credit goes to Digital Foundry for their breakdown analysis of the PS5 Pro. They tested 11 games with RT and PSSR. Yeah, this further validates my point, is that, this is for people that just want extra out of their games. They want the best that they can get out of their games when it comes to a console, not PC. A PC and a console is two different things, okay? Two different use cases. Only for those of you who don't want to go the PC route, and you want to still be with a console and you want the highest performance possible that a console can give you, the PS5 Pro is for you. Games like Demon Souls Remake already looked amazing on the base PS5. That's what I'm saying. Like, the base PS5 is a fantastic machine. People who are gonna tomorrow, whether you pre-order the PS5 Pro or not, you're not gonna be missing out, because you're still gonna be able to play GTA 6 at whatever resolution and whatever frame rate it's gonna be on the base. You're still gonna play Ghosts of Yotei, whatever resolution, whatever. All these games, all these big third-party games, second party, third party, whatever, first, whatever. Like, you're going to be having a ball on the original PS5, on the base PS5. So the Pro, like I said before, is for that higher end hardcore fan, super fan, that's saying, hey, listen, you know what? I can appreciate the higher fidelity. I can appreciate the ray tracing and the shadows and stuff like that. How I am as a gamer and how I was brought up, like, stuff like this speaks to me. If I can get better lighting, better shadows, better reflections, higher frame rate, higher resolution, count me the freak in. That's not you, then hey, that's completely fine. You have tons of options. That's the beautiful thing about gaming nowadays, is that, and not even just gaming, just almost every single genre of entertainment, you have options. So you don't have to follow the next man and be like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and buy this. No. If you feel like you're happy with what you have currently right now, wait until the next generation. Wait until the PlayStation 6. It's simple as that. You sitting here whining and bickering about the PS5 Pro is too expensive or it doesn't come with a disc drive is not going to change the reality. The reality is the PS5 Pro does not come with a disc drive. The reality is it's not a huge jump in certain games for you. Keep your base PS5, wait 4 more years and get the PlayStation 6. And then you'll get what you deserve in terms of performance jumps and generational leaps and things of that nature. Mid-generation refresh, I'm going to only say this once. I'm not going to say it again. Mid-generation refreshes are not for everybody, okay? It is not for everyone. Not everybody is going to jump on board with a mid-generation refresh. That's why it's called mid-generation refresh. It is not a new generation console. It's not a generational leap. So, again, to help mitigate a lot of this nonsense, that's what it really, really boils down to. So I wish everybody the best tomorrow. I don't know why Sony haven't really announced the price and time. I don't know what they're waiting on at this point. I would really hope that Sony comes out with pricing, you know, for the 30th anniversary, because it's already 1 o'clock already, and we still don't know how much this thing is going to cost. For those of you who are going to be picking it up. So, you know, if you're happy with your Xbox, cool. If you're happy with your base PS5, cool. If you're happy with your PC, cool. There you go. Everybody should be happy. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Let's go crazy on the likes. Let's see if we can get over 300 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. And let me check the poll right quick, and we're going to get into the actual Q&A. All right, so...
To go even further beyond!
I won't be getting the Pro. In my opinion, it looks the same graphic-wise. What does everyone in the chat think?
Well, like I said, Chloe, it's not going to be for everyone. Sony knows that they're only going to sell maybe, you know, right now, maybe 1 million, maybe 2 million units. I mean, you know, around the launch period, it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, there's not a huge difference with a lot of the games. If you are a hardcore fan and you want more frames, you want higher resolution, you want ray tracing, you want better shadows, lighting, reflections, whatever. If that appeals to you, then this is the best you're going to get until PlayStation 6. Some games are going to show more improvement than some. Yeah, keep your base PS5. Like I was just saying before you donated, keep your base PS5. Do not buy the Pro. All right. So we have 289 votes. All right. I mean, 289 votes. Sorry. 789 votes. Thank you, guys. It says, are you pre-ordering the Pro tomorrow? 59% of you guys said no. And 41% of you guys said yes. So there you have it. Case closed. Majority of you guys are saying no, you're not getting the Pro. Then don't get the Pro. Do not get the PlayStation 5 Pro. Wait until the PlayStation 6. And the crazy part enough is people who said that they weren't getting the Pro, just because of the 30th anniversary, they're going to get it. But for the majority of you who have the base PS5, you are going to be just fine. Sony is still developing games for PlayStation 5. PS5 ain't going nowhere. And yeah, so there you go. So let's get to the Q&A. Make sure you guys keep voting on that poll there for me, and tag me with any questions, any concerns. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and let's get it popping. All right. So let's see what some of you guys are saying. Yeah, I'm waiting on Sony now. So let's get to the Q&A really quickly, shall we? I don't have the PS5 Slim currently, so yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't appeal to me. I don't have the Slim. I only have the OG PS5. It says Sony waiting on these scalpers. Laugh out loud. Listen. I am praying to God that Sony finds a way to help mitigate a lot of these scalpers, bro. Like, I'm so serious right now because it's very bad. It's really, 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 really bad. So I'm hoping for a peaceful pre-order situation. I hope that they fix their website, especially with that error message of having it in your cart. And I wish that Sony, I meant to put this in the pre-order section. I wish that Sony had it similar to Best Buy. You know how Best Buy have it to where when you get to the checkout portion, when you have the item in your cart and stuff like that, yeah, they give you time. They give you like 15 minutes. I seriously wish that Sony would have implemented something like that. Kudos to Best Buy on that one. That's one of the things I love about Best Buy. They give you some time to secure the item. Sony, on the other hand, no. It's like, not because you have it in your cart don't mean it's yours. Like, you have to completely check out. I hope y'all hearing me right now, so y'all don't get pissed off tomorrow. For those of you who are getting the Pro, you're gonna be really pissed off thinking that you have it in the cart when you really, really don't. So
my reason for getting Pro is to enhance my older games. future games to stop frame drops per the PSSR and less resources so my console runs cooler.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. See, you already got your reason why you're upgrading to the Pro. Like I said, the Pro is for you, Pantherius, because you want better frame rate. You want your older games to run better. You know what I mean? You don't want a bunch of frame drops. You don't want games to be looking all blurry and fuzzy in performance mode. You want sharper resolution. Sony knows who they're targeting with this. This console was never going to be for everybody. To some people, this is useless, right? And you spend your money how you see fit. Every man for themselves tomorrow. You spend your money how you see fit. Nobody is forcing you or begging you or pushing you to buy the Pro. No. All right. It's up to you. You got to look at everything that I've covered on. I've been covering this PS5 Pro stuff since last year. Rumors, everything, all the way up onto the. If you are not convinced based off of everything I've shown on stream, talk about everything in detail. If you're not convinced, that's 100% fine. Take your money, save your money. Take your money and spend it on something else. Simple as that. Let's see here. It says, Pro worth it, will last you the next 5. Well, the PS5 6, well, PS5 6, the PlayStation 6 will be 2028. So another 4 more years. But even then, you're still going to have a bunch of cross-generation games and things of that nature when the PS6 comes out. Yeah, nobody needs to convince you. You're on your own. Nobody needs to convince you. You make your own money at the end of the day. Nobody is convincing you otherwise. If you want to go buy the Pro, then go buy the Pro. If you don't want to buy the Pro because it don't come with a disk drive, that's completely fine. You know what I'm saying? I did what I had to do. I'm a content creator. I have to make content. So I did what I had to do. I say, you know what? I'm not going to pay scalper price, but I will go on best. I only paid $5 out of pocket for this. Only $5 out of pocket for this. I secured the disk drive. I have my 2-year Best Buy Total Tech warranty on this. So God forbid if this drive goes out within the next 2 years, I get a new one or I get my money back. But I had a bunch of Best Buy certificate money. Because I buy a lot of stuff over the years from Best Buy, so you get those certificates, and then I also had some Best Buy store credit. So yeah, I only paid literally $5 out of pocket. I did not pay scalper price for this. I'm happy. It's sealed. It's brand new. It took some time to get to me, and I'm good. There's no quarreling. There's no complaining. There's no nothing. All right, I'm ready for the Pro. Like, let's go. Let's get the Pro on the channel. Let's start making these content. Let's do these side-by-side comparisons, and let's get the ball rolling. That's what I'm here for. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. So let's get it. We don't, Lucci Skies, like I said before, my brother, we don't know the time. That's the only problem that we have right now. We don't know the time. Maybe later today. I don't know. Maybe Sony might wait till the last minute.
To go.
We don't freaking know. We don't know.
Did you show the Digital Foundry F1 gameplay? Not sure if you did, but man, that game looks amazing on the Pro. Wow. It already looked amazing already on the base PS5. No, we didn't look at that. But it already looked amazing on the base PS5 already. So I'm pretty sure it looks amazing on there. But yeah, that's not going to Gifted Gamer. That's not going to convince the majority of people to buy the Pro. Like I said, some people are looking at this and saying, hey, they don't care about all that because it's not a big jump. So we're not going to waste any more time. But for those of you who have watched the Digital Foundry analysis, make sure y'all go subscribe to Digital Foundry, by the way. They have already went through the deep dive with developers and stuff. I already see what I needed to see from day one already in terms of reading what the developers were saying on the PlayStation blog about how some of these games, these bigger third-party games, are going to run on the Pro. Sold. I'm good. I'm good to go. And then especially Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, sold. I'm good to go. So yeah, if that's not you, that's not you, and that's fine. Wait until the PlayStation 6. It's not a big deal. Let's see here. Let's get back to the Q&A.
It says if there is no GameStop near you, Sony Direct has a buyback for PS5 digital at $300 free shipping label. Oh, really? Interesting. Really? I didn't know that. That's crazy. They're actually doing that. So you're saying if there is no GameStop near you, Sony Direct has a buyback for PS5 digital. So it's only the PS5 digital. Okay, got you. It says, the Pro ain't worth it. Why you being a follower? Excuse me? Excuse me? Some of these, dog, it's like y'all just wake up in the morning and be like, yeah, I'm going to get on the internet today and I'm a troll. I know the Pro ain't worth it. The Pro ain't worth it for you. Everything is subjective. The Pro ain't worth it for you. Stop making what I want what you want. If the Pro ain't worth it for you, it ain't worth it for you. It might be worth it for the next man. Okay? And not because somebody's saying they're going to buy the Pro means that they're a follower. There's different use cases for everybody. Y'all come up with some of the craziest. Oh, Lord, I can't. I really. Some of y'all wake up in the morning and decide, oh, let's get on the internet and let's troll. Some of these nonsense comments. I don't have time. I really don't have time for this nonsense. I have better things to do today. I don't have time for this crap, man. If you're going to comment, at least comment something better than that. I don't have time for this crap. I really don't. I've already said what I need to say, so I'm not going to repeat myself. He says back market says they have many different consoles. It's all the PS3 and PS4 others. Okay. It says last part of Final Fantasy 7 on the Pro only. It says why do you let them get to? No, because it's nonsense. It's just nonsense. You know what I mean? It's just those nonsense comments that makes zero sense. Don't buy the friggin' Pro. Don't buy it. Simple as that. Good Lord. Don't buy the Pro. Do not buy it. Simple as that. It ain't for you. Don't buy it. Simple. The Pro is a optional buy. It's for the super high-end console gamer that don't want to go to the PC, right? Don't want to upgrade to PC. Don't want to build a PC. Don't want to go through the headache of updating drivers and building a PC. The Pro is the best that you're going to get, whether it's a huge upgrade or not. And it's a niche console. I'm pretty sure you know what niche means. It's a niche console. It's not for everybody. So stop trying to sit there and make your argument somebody else's argument or your decision somebody else's decision. My decision and your decision is two different decisions. My buying capability is different from your buying capabilities because who knows? Maybe you might be rich. Maybe you might have a lot of money, more money than me, and you can do more and do whatever the heck you want to do. That's none of my business or my concern. It says even Marlon said PC is better. Listen, man. Listen, PC is always going to be better. It's always. PC is always changing. Consoles take a longer time to change in terms of the hardware. PC is always going to be superior. The problem with PC is that not everybody can afford a PC or a high-end PC, a mid to high-end PC. Not everybody can. Most people don't want to go through the headache of building a PC or have to deal with all the upkeep of a PC. Some people just want a console. And that's why there's different use cases and there's different markets for everything. That's it. Plain and simple. So if you want to run out there and go buy a PC, go ahead. If you want to go out there and buy a PS5 Pro, go ahead. You know what I mean? All the best with your purchase. It's your money. You working for your own money. Not me, not the next man. You. If you're not sold on the Pro, simple. Just don't buy it. Simple as that. It ain't that hard. It shouldn't be that hard. Don't buy the Pro. It said, Marlon, tomorrow, please start the stream. Of course, I'm gonna start the stream before the pre-orders start, bro. Of course. Why would I start the stream when pre-orders going on? No, I'm gonna start it beforehand. Soon as we find out the time, I'm on it. Believe that. God say the same. I'm on it. Any more questions? Any more quick questions? Because I'm not about to be on here all day. So if y'all have any more questions, let me know.
PC is king. I am getting Oculus Quest 3 S $299 cheap.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. You getting the Oculus Quest 3. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, $299. That's not a bad price. Say, hey, Marlon, what's up, brother? He says, you know that the PS5 Pro is the same as PS5 2020 and will you pre-order it tomorrow? Yeah, I've already been said that I was going to get the Pro. Already been said it, bro. Have to get it for the channel. Have to do comparison videos. It's my job. It's my job. I get games in for review, so it's my job. People are going to want to see PS5 Pro enhanced games. They're going to want to see comparisons. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. I've been doing this for long enough now. So that's my reason for getting the Pro. And also because I'm tired of how these friggin' games are running at 30 frames, looking all choppy and freaking, fuzzy and all this and that. There's certain games I should stop playing because of how it runs on the base PS5. Black Myth Wukong, stop playing it on PS5. I'm playing it more on PC and less on PS5 because of the frame rate issues. Case in point. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, same thing. Case closed. It says this is a new Oculus 3. It says I'll send you the info on Twitter. Okay, all right, got you. He says Space Marine Series X best console. Space Marine 2 is I guess they're saying that it performs better on Series X. So there you go. Let's see here. Say Marlon says I'm in the market for a PS5 and I really want the Pro tomorrow, but I'm not sure whether to go either for the 30th anniversary. See, the 30th anniversary is going to be hard. I would honestly, man, try and see where where your fortunates lie, but I would aim for the bait. You have a better chance in getting the standard PS5 Pro instead of the 30th anniversary. I would go for the regular PS5 Pro, because chances are you're probably not going to get the 30th anniversary. I'm going to try to aim for it because of the collectible reasons, but really and truly it should be the non-30th anniversary PS5 Pro, to be honest with you. That's going to be easier for you to get because the scalpers are going to aim for the 30th anniversary.
Do you think it's better to buy the Pro at full price or use Klarna to pay it off over time? It might take too long to check out that way.
Yeah. It's probably gonna take. Yeah. Wait, which one of the Pros are you getting? Are you getting the regular Pro, right? Not the 30th anniversary. If you either one of them, I think the Pro is gonna sell out tomorrow. I would not do any financing. I would not do any, because if you do financing, it's going to be sold out. It's going to take too much time because then you're going to have to verify all your information, put all your job information and stuff like that in there, verify how much you make. No, I would not do financing at all. This is for people who have money ready to go. Like you have your money ready. You have to be George Flash. You got to have money ready. I'm serious. I'm so serious. Like you got your money ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
I find dudes that say buy a PC over the Pro funny. Sure, let me spend more on hardware and start fresh on a brand new ecosystem. Restarting my library from zero. Lamal genius.
Yes. This is for people who was like, listen, I got my card right here. I got my card right here. And I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your card, you got your payment information in. Okay, I'm ready to go. Like you don't have time to sit there and just, let me verify this, verify. You don't have time for that crap. You don't have time for that. So make sure you have your money ready to go. Payment information, all because you're going to be going up against scalpers, man. No delays. No delays at all. Unfortunately, financing, I would kind of say maybe after October 10th when they restock and stuff like that, maybe you can try once the hype kind of dies down a little bit. But yeah, on the 26th, that PS Direct is going to have a lot of people on there tomorrow. A lot of people. So you don't have time to be sitting there, financing or going through the financial hoop or anything like that. Now, if you have money that you already got ready to go, that's going to be the best way. All right, let's see here. Red Eye Dragon, thank you for the $10. Says, I find dudes that say buy a PC over the Pro funny. Sure, let me spend more on hardware and start fresh on a brand new ecosystem, restarting my library from zero. Laugh out loud. Yeah, again, the situation that the whole debate right now is PS5 Pro is too much money. PS5 Pro is $700. And I'm better off just buying, because when you factor in a PC and stuff like that,
Do you think scalpers can beat PS Direct's K system?
Yep. Trust me. I am telling you, these scalpers are gonna find ways, bro. They found ways. I mean, the Q system was already in existence from 4 years ago. You see what I'm saying? And scalpers still found a way. I'm telling y'all, they're gonna find a way, bro. That's just, it sucks, but it's the truth. And I don't think Sony cares enough to try to do something, beef up extra security or something like that to stop scalpers, bro. Because it's annoying. You know what I mean? Listen, my hope is that Sony does fix the site. You know what I mean? To alleviate a lot of these friggin' scalpers from buying up everything, because I'm telling you that 30th anniversary, for those of you who really want the 30th anniversary, the ugly truth is you're not going to be able to get one. It's going to be sold out, and scalpers, unfortunately, is going to buy up majority of them. And those of you who are fortunate enough to get one, God bless you. But the majority, yeah, it's going to be sold out. It's going to be on eBay right away afterwards, which sucks. And I just wish that these companies, I think that these companies, they just care about collecting their money. As long as they get a sale, they don't care where the money comes from. As long as they get a sale, that's it. Hey, you should have been quicker. They're probably going to say, hey, you should have been quicker in getting a PS5. But back on the whole PC/PS5 Pro, it's plain and simple, bro. PC is obviously going to give you way better performance because you have higher end components that you can put in there. Right? Obviously, you can go build a 4090 PC right now, and it's going to be better than a PS5 Pro. You can go build a 4080 PC right now, or 4080 Super PC right now. It's going to give you better performance than a PS5 Pro. When it comes to rasterization, oh, heck yeah. But that's going to cost you way more money. A 4070 Ti, 4070 Ti, that's going to cost you more money. 4070 Ti Super, more money. All these PCs are going to cost you a lot more. If you want to spend more money, that's your business. If you are somebody that's saying, listen, I'm a console gamer and I just want the best performance that I can possibly get without having to upgrade to PC, there you go. PS5 Pro is the way to go. It's the middleman. I've been telling y'all this. Some of y'all don't listen to me. The PS5 Pro is the middleman before you get to the PC. It's right in the way before you get to the PC. Some of y'all are going to be like, nope, I'm jumping over the PS5 Pro and I'm going to PC. And that's fine. Not everybody's going to jump over the PS5 Pro. Some people are going to stop right at the PS5 Pro and be like, yep, this is good enough for me until PlayStation 6. I want better performance. I want higher fidelity. PS5 Pro for me. The majority of the 60 plus million people are going to keep their base PS5. People with PlayStation 4s might look at this and be like, shoot, this is going to be a huge jump, especially if you got the base PS4. Oh man, you probably looking at that PS5 Pro and be like, oh my God. Oh, I cannot wait for tomorrow. And believe me when I tell you, there are some people right now that are still playing PS4s that are probably looking at that PS5 Pro and be like, come to me. Come here. Right? Come on. I'm ready. You see what I'm saying? So everybody have different use cases. Some people are still on PS4. Some people still got PS4 Pros. Some people got PS5s that are going to be upgrading to the PlayStation 5 Pro. Some people, are saying, nah, I'm good with my base PS5. Everybody have different use cases. So there you go, man. Hopefully that helps. I said PS4s. Yeah, this bad boy. Woo! This old bad boy right here. Man. Dusty, old Jaguar CPU, load times crazy, 1080p, 30 FPS. Man, this thing, golly, boy. Yeah. If you still got this thing, if this thing is your main console, yeah. Looking at the Pro, whoo, boy. Or looking at the base PS5, whoo, boy. That's a huge upgrade. From this old dinosaur to the base PS5, oh, that's a huge upgrade. Let's say, for instance, because there are people out there that still got this dinosaur that didn't upgrade to the PS4 Pro. You see what I'm saying? So they didn't get to appreciate the extra horsepower under the hood. So they're stuck with this dinosaur, and that's completely fine because they're like, oh, there's no reason for me to upgrade or whatever the case may be. So that's fine. You're stuck with this dinosaur, but you look at the Pro and you're like, ugh. And you look at the base PS5 and you're like, ugh, let me get that mug. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, yeah, man, it's a situation where, you got a decision to make. You got a decision to make. Whatever that decision is, you got to make it. Lack, what's up, bro? Are you ready for tomorrow, Lack? Come on, Lack. Come on, man. Come on, man. So Lack says, what I'm really worried about, I didn't even realize Lack was in here. What I'm really worried about is how it's going to match up against the Series X. I need to see side-by-side comparison to the series, bro. Hey, like I said, if I get access to a Series X again, that's my plan. My plan is to have the Series X and the PS5 Pro. My plan is to have the base PS5 and the PS5 Pro side by side. That's what I want to do for you guys. And that's why I said as a community, you guys hitting that like button, you guys subscribing, those of you who opt to donate, you are the reason why we're able to do what we do. We're not sponsored by any company at all. We're completely fan funded. So money to buy the Pro, that's out of pocket. Like that's not, it is what it is. Like I said, if Sony sends me one, that's going to be fantastic because I'm going to get early access to it, which means that's going to be awesome for y'all because y'all going to get first bid on how the machine looks, how it plays. Yeah, my goal is to have Series X and PS5 Pro side by side so y'all can actually see the difference for those of you who want those use cases. Best believe if that's what you want, that's what you're gonna get. So yeah, there you go. Let's see. It says, I know you're about to go. I said, but can you show the chat this Digital Founder clip? It's 30 seconds. He showing PSSR is better than what? PSSR is better than 4K. Wait a minute. Really? What? I mean, elaborate a little bit. Elaborate. Say you love the jet engine sound. Hey, man. Some people, some people are cool with that. Some people are cool with that. Say Outlaws will get a pro patch. I'm pretty sure it will. Is it on Twitter or something? I'm pretty sure Outlaws is going to get a pro patch. I'm pretty sure it will. PlayStation 6 is 2026. PlayStation 6 is 2026. 2028. Sorry. PlayStation 6 is 2026. It rhymes, right? No. PlayStation 6 is 2028. Sorry. It says I'm one of those that still have the PS4 Pro. See? I knew y'all were out there, man, because, hey, Sony have already said it during their financial earnings call that majority of you guys are on the PlayStation 4. Majority of their fan base is still on the PS4. So there you go. My man says I'm one of those that still have a PS4 Pro, didn't get the PS5, looking to get the Pro. See? That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. See? Proof is in the pudding. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Sony is aiming this for the high-end gamer. Sony is aiming this for those people who still got PS4s, who don't have a PS5 currently right now and want the best of the best, or some people who do have a PS5 and want the best of the best. So there's so many different use cases and markets that Sony is trying to tap into. Is this for everybody? No. But like my man Kevin just said, he still got a PS4 Pro. Man, wow, you're going to really appreciate what the Pro is going to be able to give you over the base PS4 Pro. Wow. You're going to be in for a treat. You said Marlon got papers, money. Man, I wish I was rich. I wish I was rich, man. I get by on finance and stuff. I get by on, selling stuff, selling like used consoles or used games or whatever I can to get by. And, you guys, donate into the channel and helping the channel out to help keep the lights on, keep the internet going, and keep the quality of the show going. So I wish I was rich. I would bless everybody in here with a PS5 Pro if I was rich. If I was worth $10 million like some people think I'm worth, if I was worth $1 million like some people think I'm worth, I would bless every single person in here with a PlayStation 5 Pro if I was rich, if I had it like that. Yeah, I would. I probably would reach out to Sony and be like, listen, I'm rich, I'm a celebrity, and I want to see if I can get some PS5s to give away. And here's a check. You see what I'm saying? I will go directly to Sony themselves and talk to Sony about that. If I was rich. I wish I was. I'm rich in spirit, and hopefully one day I'll be rich. But, truth is, hey, man, doing what I love to do for a living and also doing other things as well on the back end. But hey, I wish I was rich like some of y'all. They you know what they said? They said that the average PlayStation gamer, the average person that plays on PlayStation, they make over $100,000 a year. I don't make over $100,000, nowhere close to $100,000 a year. I know some of y'all up in here make over $100,000 a year. Some of y'all are doctors, lawyers, engineers, car mechanics. Y'all make crazy. Some of y'all make crazy money. Some of y'all are astronauts. You see what I'm saying? Like some of y'all are teachers making crazy money. Even though teachers are severely underpaid, but some of y'all make really, 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 really good money. And some of y'all can afford whatever you want. Some of y'all have a nice house. Y'all have nice cars and nice everything. So yeah, that's awesome. It said Marlon 1 million is nothing in this time. It says 100 million is what you need. Man, listen, if I can get $1 million right now, I'm set for the rest of my life. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because how I manage money, I'll make sure that my family is taken care of, and I'm gonna invest some of that money. You see what I'm saying? And so that money can continue to be evergreen. Money can't stop coming in. Oh man, I can take that million and I can make it 10 million. You see what I'm saying? By investing in the right things, and especially like real estate and stuff like that. Don't get me started, man. I just need to, just give me $1 million and I'll show you. I'll show you. Oh yeah. Let's see here. It says, come on, everybody donate. Get Marlon rich. I need a Pro. Listen, hey, hen, that's not how it works. Notice I have not asked anybody for any money regarding the Pro. I'm not asking anybody for anything. If anybody wants to donate towards the Pro, you can do so. You see what I'm saying? Because we're going to have to get the Pro. I don't know. I'm hoping that Sony can send us the Pro. I'm praying and hoping, because that would be awesome for us to get early access. But, you know, anybody want to donate, man, hey, it's completely optional. You know, people bless the streams how they bless the stream. So, and it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. You know, we're trying to do what we can here. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold up. Hold on. Wait, hold up. Let me check something real quick. Hold on. I just got a notification. I'm just trying to... Why is Twitter not loading, bro? How is it not going to load? What kind of crap is this? Why is Twitter not loading? The heck? Whatever. We'll get back to that. Yeah, I saw something about price info at 30th anniversary, and then when I click on it, it's just not loading. Whatever. It's for some reason Twitter is not loading. Maybe I need to close out of the app and pull it back up or something. I don't know. It says, I feel you, Marlon, bro. If I was rich, I would get all the members of PS5 Pro. I know. That would be fantastic. If that's the case, that would be fantastic. Twitter is very buggy. I don't know what the heck is going on. Ever since, you know, Elon got it, it's just, I don't know what the heck. Maybe Pastor's son. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I just saw something pop up about 30th anniversary price or something. So we'll see. It said, Lord bless Marlon with billions and billions of dollars. I know. Cordarius, what's up, man? Are you ready? Are you getting the Pro tomorrow, Cordarius? My man Cordarius, are you locked in and ready to go, sir? Let's see it. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the show. Let's see if we can get over 300 likes. I appreciate y'all, man. It says, okay, I'll check it out. It says, I'm worried that if I played... Oh, okay, got you. It says, me and 6 people tomorrow. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hey, Country Boy is like, listen, I'm having half of my family, you know, to help. Man, y'all boys are preparing yourselves, man. Yo, Cinematics. What's good, man? Yesterday when you called me, I was still working. So I was still working yesterday. Say, I hope Nintendo is in the Power World. Seems like competition. Yeah, I mean, it's on PS5 now. So it says, you ain't getting the Pro. Don't help us, bro. Stop it. I said day 1 tomorrow. It says after hard as building your PC. It says, would you still recommend most people? But see, that's what I'm saying. Building a PC is not for a beginner person. You know what I mean? If you're not tech savvy and things of that nature, I wouldn't recommend you doing that. I wouldn't even recommend you buying a pre-built PC, because a lot of the pre-built PCs are you don't know the quality of the parts that are going into a pre-built PC. Unless you have history about the company and you know where they get their parts from. Yeah, building a PC is not going to be for everybody. So I recommend you going with your strengths, right? If your strength is, hey, I can build a PC, then go with that. If your strength is, hey, I just want to stick to console gaming, then stick to console gaming. It says no console is worth $700 with no disk drive. Hey, man, that's subjective. For some people it is. For some people it ain't. So, people are going to buy whatever they're going to buy. And even if it did have the disk drive for $700, people still be complaining, saying that, oh, it's not a huge jump in graphics. It's not this, it's not that. So, yeah, there you go. It says, I hope I can get one tomorrow. Hurricane is coming to Florida. What? Oh, Lord, we can't catch a break with all these hurricanes, bro. I promise, man. I promise, bro. Be safe, man. I'm praying, Phil, I'm praying for your safety, because hurricane is supposedly coming. Please be safe, my brother. Please be safe. It says there are PCs over $700 with no disk drive. There you go. Hey, to each their own. There you go. There you go. Buy what you want to buy. You know what I mean? Nobody's stopping you. Buy what you want to buy. I said, Marlon, what's the sales tax in your area? I think it's 6%. He said that the disk drive is available on Sony Store Direct again. Yeah, go get on it, man. If you want it, go get on it. If you don't want it, then just leave it alone. It's not subjective. He said that's the reality. I don't care how much money you have. It's not worth it. Yeah, then that's what I'm saying. If it's not worth it to you, then that's completely fine. You can't justify saying something is not worth it for everybody. Like, that's why I said it's subjective, because that's your opinion. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you think something is not worth, the next man might think it's worth it. That's like you going to a dealership and you see a car without no doors on it for $100,000, and you're like, man, this car ain't even worth it because it ain't got no doors. While the next man might come and be like, woo, here's $100,000, or here's X amount of money for the car without no doors. It looks good to me. I'm going. You see what I'm saying? To you, you might think, I'm not about to pay for this. I'm not doing it. So again, it's on you.
Has there been a time announced for PS5 pre-orders tomorrow?
Nope. Sony, I don't know what Sony doing. Nope. Unfortunately, nope. I heard from Jake Randall. I heard from Jake Randall that when in his previous video, he said that it's going to be between 9 a.m. I think he said 7 a.m. Specific standard time, 9 a.m. Central time, and 10 a.m. Eastern time, because that's typically when Sony goes live on PlayStation Direct. But we just don't know. We just don't know. So, yeah, they're saying 10 a.m. EST. We just don't know.
Do you think Kubi is changing the main protagonist in A's Creed after today's announcement?
I mean, that would be crazy if they do. I don't think so, Bone Slave. I don't think so, even though there's a lot of controversy around the character. But, I mean, you never know. It's February. That's a ways from now. You know, we got to wait all the way until February before it comes out. So, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know what Sony is doing right now. Sony, where is the pre-order times for tomorrow? Don't know what's going on. But we're still waiting, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. We are still waiting. But on that note, man, thank you guys so much for all your support, man. For those of you who stepped up and donated to the channel, I appreciate you. It's because of you while the lights are still on. It's because of you while the equipment and everything else is still functioning. I will attempt to try to secure a PS5 Pro tomorrow for the channel. We will see what happens. I will go live early before pre-order. So if we find out pre-order times throughout the day, I will go live early before pre-order times. So don't worry. I'll go live early, and, we'll see how these pre-orders go tomorrow. And I got you guys locked in. All right. So one love and God bless, man. Appreciate you guys for being here. I'm not going to keep up any more of your time. Hit that like button for me. Hit that share button for me. And it's real plain and simple. If the PS5 Pro does not appeal to you, please do not buy it. Don't waste your time. Don't let anybody force you. Don't let anybody convince you. You do what you feel is best for your own pockets. Okay? But yeah, I love you guys, man. Like the great Edeka would say, please have yourself a fantastic one. And like I said, one last time, I promise I'll go live a little bit earlier tomorrow for the pre-orders and stuff like that. And I'll keep you guys up to date with pre-orders, price of the 30th anniversary, and things of that nature. Maybe I might make a video later today if they come out with it or whatever in time. So be blessed, be easy, peace. Love you guys, man. Stay strong. Hit that like button as well, and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Let's go.
Maybe Sony haven't saved the time to slow down some scalers.
Man, you donated that right on time. Man, I was just about to hit end stream. I was literally about to hit end stream, and you donated just right in time. Good thing. All it would have took for me to just scroll over to the right and hit end stream. Yeah, maybe to slow, but I don't know. I mean, even if they, I don't think so, man, to be honest, because regardless, there's gonna be a time. And regardless of the fact, I mean, that's still gonna, scalpers are still gonna get busy. So, they have to give us a time, because people are gonna want to know when can they pre-order. And plus two, we still don't even know how much the 30th anniversary PS5 Pro is. We still don't even know how much that is. So thank you so much, Eliminate, for the $5, man. I'm so happy I was able to catch that before the stream ended. So one love and God bless. Like I said, hopefully Sony has something in place to stop the scalpers. Maybe they're improving their website. Maybe they're finding different ways to get this to work. But, we'll see what happens, man. I love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. Stay up, guys. And I'll keep you guys posted. If I know something, I got you guys. All right. Whether it's on Twitter or maybe making a video later or whatever. Or you see me back here tomorrow early. All right. Love y'all. Be blessed. We out. Peace.